So the option after the whole Jubilee talk was make them fight Zardak, or have Zardak take care of them.
No,
yeah,
they're
kinda.
trying to get them employed under Zardak, not fight.
Oh, okay.
Wait, wouldn't that mean that technically they'd be under Ophi as well?
Also, no. Also, Hubert went up the staircase without getting tired at all.
He
By
just
the way.
calmly walked up like the endurance predator he is.
Jubilee suffered.
Everyone suffered.
I don't know, Tauntaun
I had a
did
lot of
great.
bad rolls, though.
He's got 2 planned dates, 1 in a library. He's got a gala to throw off.
Yeah, I had to use rage to get me decent rolls.
Thorgrim was angry at the stairs.
Curse you, stairs! You shall not defeat
Old
me!
man yells at clouds.
Poe
And I
met
yelled at
Hulk.
stairs more at 11.
Anyway, so now we gotta go back, have another meeting with the drow leader, and somehow convince him to take a group of people to meet Zardak in a different dimension.
Shouldn't be too difficult.
One problem.
Yeah, we can use the rabbit as collateral.
What's the problem?
Again, the original thing was I was supposed to get the device, which is currently bound to you, to them. So when I come up to them and say, hey, I've got something different, they're gonna probably not be very patient about it.
If I remember correctly, you didn't say specifically Waverly's device, you just said a way for them to get here.
True, but they're looking for a way to go back and forth. I don't think you plan on staying with them, and I don't want you to.
Zardak,
Hmm?
do you have any powerful enough magic users who are able to transport through dimensions? At your beck and call.
He just slowly looks at you, as if he's trying to determine whether or not he should tell you this information. And he goes, why?
Well, if the family is to be useful to you, and as we can attest they will be, they will need to be able to go to and from their home.
If I find them to be useful enough, I will find a means to assist them.
She nods and looks back to Jubilee.
Alright, good. Why am I so bad at this?
Again, because you're not a politician.
It takes practice.
You're also impulsive.
That too.
I'm impulsive too. I did great at politics.
Zardak looks to you, and he just goes, noble.
Yes.
Then you're trained. He just looks back down at the papers on his desk.
Okay, that's
Zardak,
fair.
Zardak, I appreciate you hearing this out and dealing with someone as untrained in this area as I am.
Are you insulting my retainer, Jubilee?
Merely pointing out the facts that I'm not good at this, but I'm trying.
Not only is she, she's also continuing to insult her.
How dare you? Your punishment must be most severe.
I recommend making her go back up the staircase.
Tempted, but we don't have all the time in the world. After she successfully does this, I will make her go up the stairs.
Retainer, how dare you result my retainer? My retainer will hear of this.
I'm right. Julie right now is that one woman, with all the equations. Just looking around like, what?
Well, Jubilee, what should we do now?
We should be a lot more sensitive to the tieflings dilemma right now.
No. Next suggestion.
We should head back, call another meeting, and see how this pans out.
Very well. Ada will then take out the dimensional transport gate.
Also, let's try to make sure we get straight here. Again, I'll walk down and up the stairs if I have to, but I doubt the Mafia boss will be as patient. He's strong, but not patient is the problem.
He is also
You know what?
prideful.
Screw what I said. We're gonna have to go up the stairs.
Tauntaun's just gonna look at the door that Ophi went in, and then back to Edelsarde, just like, are we planning on leaving the kid?
Not only are you not planning on leaving the kid, you ain't leaving until I have my talk with him. And he gives you all a look, and it's a stern look. It's a look that tells you're not going to break what he says.
I think we have a day, so let's take this day to rest up.
Ada will put the dimensional
Looks
gate
at
away.
Tauntaun in state.
In all fairness, he looks completely fine. There's not a wound on him.
You're bleeding out of your ears, Tauntaun.
That one might be fair.
Yeah, that one might be fair. I thought I cleaned that up already.
Wait,
Yeah, I could still
Wait,
see a little
wait,
bit
wait.
left.
one moment. LV will reach over, noticing, finally, somehow, the bleeding
He's
out
tall.
of Tauntaun's ears,
We can blame that.
and will give him a 6th level Cure Wounds.
God damn.
Oh, right. I should probably let you guys know. Don't try and force Patterson's mouth open, ever.
Why on earth would we do that?
No reason.
She just
He
looks
thinks your
over.
other retainer has some explaining to do.
She looks over to Jubilee. Hey?
Or, sorry, employee. Points to the
Or
Thorgrim.
She looks at Thorgrim.
Thorgrim looks away.
Oh, also, if I tell you to get the fuck away from Patterson, do get the fuck away from Patterson.
Duly noted.
2, 3, 4.
I found out the hard way that he can just yell and almost kill someone.
Yeah, that was weird.
Sorry, what?
Oh, yeah, Patterson almost killed me because Thorgrim tried to force his mouth open when he didn't want to.
Has he been absorbing organic material like Ovitus warned that he would?
To be fair, I didn't know he could do that.
I mean, I just wanted to see the weird flesh tentacle that Beastie says is inside of his mouth.
No.
Since then, we have
Oh,
come...
what?
Don't worry about it. Since then, we have come to an agreement where unless I say that he specifically can eat the meat or other organic material that I myself hand him, he is not to eat it.
And he agreed?
I managed to get his attention through it, so yes.
That's good. Good job, Tauntaun.
What?
What?
LV flicks you on the forehead.
I hit
and
the wrong
you heal
button.
28 HP.
I hit minus!
Tauntaun had a heart attack and died.
Oh no.
Oh no, I killed him! No!
Damn it, critical roll. It just made me think of that one thing Liam did. The cockring of her vivify.
So, okay.
I
then.
mean, in all fairness, most giant rings probably would just have to be something else.
Have you guys, have most of you not seen that bit? That's hilarious. It's a great bit.
Yeah, no,
Not as of
I've
yet.
seen it. I just needed to be reminded of which bit, because there's a lot.
I don't know, I know more grog bits than anything else right now. Like the beard bit.
This is just a Liam bit, just like the not character, just Liam
Yeah.
in general.
It's,
I prefer the grog bits. Grog bits are funny.
Again, this is a player bit, not a character bit.
I know, still part of Critical Role though.
Sure. I'm still sending at least you this bit.
Okay.
Because it's amazing.
Well, while I have you here, if you're asking me a favor, I suppose it would be fair if I asked you all one.
What do you have in mind?
I've been getting reports off to the east. There's a fishing village that is having some issues. They're having people go missing, and foliage as well as livestock are going missing as well.
Foliage.
Various plants and herbs they use for their remedies there.
Are they being entirely uprooted?
That much I am unaware of. They simply state that they are going missing.
I see.
Ado's gonna check the map.
To the map, to the map, to the map.
And he said, off to the east.
So somewhere by the coast, since it's a fishing village.
Most likely. It should be due east of the city.
Actually, Zardak, where would it be possible to buy a map fragment of this country? Kingdom?
Yes, it would be.
Where would we go to get one?
The cartographer.
Right.
And where are they?
Down the
He
stairs.
He just looks to you all and goes, I assume you all can read the names of shops, yes? The city's
course.
big, but you can ask others, or just simply read.
And this beastie will show him the map of Aria. Look, it's like home, but backwards.
He then looks to it and says, see, she knows how to look for shops that give maps.
To be fair, I more normally just look for drug dens. And that's just my smell.
Maybe you shouldn't be saying that to the leader of the country?
Do you think I could lie to him and not get my ass thrown out the top of the tower?
Simply say nothing.
That is also an option.
That is a lie of omission and still a lie.
Anyway, so, is there a time limit on this, favor?
He looks to you all and says, I suppose not. But, keep in mind, I will look more favorably in your favor should mine get done.
Alright, can you mark on the map the general direct area of where the village is?
He motions you over towards his desk.
So what I'm hearing is this is going to be a quick adventure, just real quick, in and out, probably a day.
Probably not.
Yes.
And it's not like we don't have a teleportation cube.
You are free to go and do this favor for me while negotiations are occurring between me and this family you're talking of.
Fair enough. We will do that. I wonder what it could possibly be that is going on there. I have no hypotheses. Guess I'll find out when I get there.
Oh, I remember
Yeah.
one of the things I wanted to do.
Yes.
Is Elvie aware of where the nearest cartographer in the city is?
Roll a history with advantage, since
Excellent.
you've probably lived in this city for a while.
Pretty good.
Yes.
Damn.
Didn't
Not
even
on-
need the advantage.
Not only that, you are familiar with them, and you are good friends with them because they're one of your moon elf friends.
Oh, excellent. Adel Sode, if I may.
Yes.
I know the nearest location in order to get an entire map of the area.
Excellent.
And fortuitously, they are all elven. So, it should be much easier to gain favor with them and perhaps purchase the best quality map for our current situation.
Even more excellent.
Indeed. I've known them for a while, so that So I know the right ways to procure what we require.
All right. We can go and get it now, and then return, and Ophi should be done with his break.
We can go and get it now. Adol looks to staircase. Menacing.
Oh, hell no. She's teleporting up those stairs. She ain't going up them again.
JoJo symbols everywhere.
Imagine if the entire staircase and castle was just surrounded by anti-magic that just stopped teleportation.
Nah, if anti-magic was teleportation specifically? Actually,
Yep.
I can see that.
Considering... Actually, I think Tauntaun has a spell for that. I think it's relatively low level.
I guess we'll find out, won't we? Well, they all look to Elvie. We want to head out now and get the map fragment?
I would prefer to do so, yes.
Alright. And they all will start heading for the door. Let's go.
Yes, indeed.
Which door?
I don't know. Where the hell's the door?
The door to the elevator or the door to the staircase?
She's going to the stairs and is going to try and teleport down.
Okay. You can teleport down with no issue.
Oh, nice.
Oh, yeah, private sanctum. Blocks teleports.
I shall go to the elevator.
Okay.
Tauntaun shall join. Where was
Okay.
the elevator door?
It doesn't.
It was on the left, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Why is there a yellow scribble?
I accidentally did that. I was on the paintbrush, not the move thing. My bad.
Yeah.
Jube made a mess.
So, Tauntaun going to elevator, LV going to elevator. Who
Oh
else? is
god,
going?
not again.
Patterson.
Otto will go to the elevator.
Okay.
And George is gonna.
Tauntaun, Patterson, LV, Jubilee, and Otto. All right. So since 5 of you chose the elevator, the person at the top of the elevator will look to you all and say, "We can only do 5 at a time."
I thought they were gonna go, oh, hell no.
Hmm.
I mean, we're 5.
Isn't that 5?
Yeah, but he's letting you know that nobody else can join them on the trip down. So you'd either have to wait for the elevator to go down and then back up, or you'd have to take the stairs.
The question is
I don't believe anybody else requires the elevator, so we should be enough.
Do the stairs have like little side rail?
York?
Safety is
George
very
trying to
important.
slide down the stairs.
You can certainly try.
Man, you are going to lose your ass.
George
Is
is
what's
gonna
gonna
die.
happen. Your
He's gonna
ass.
shield surf down the
Your,
elevator or down the
the
stairs.
friction will burn away your cheeks and leave nothing behind.
Oh yeah, that's right. Shield surfing downstairs are a thing.
Now, you would have to roll an acrobatics.
Oh god, imagine if he fell.
From the
He's
top
got-
floor. Just oh no.
He's got
Rolls
legs
in
to
that
catch
one.
himself.
Rolls in that one, immediately shits and slides down the stairs.
Oh god. That would be even
Nat
worse.
20.
Hey!
Oh, hey!
He takes the sword out and starts grinding the rail with the sword.
Rolling around at the
Has
speed of
shield.
sound.
George has a shield,
Yeah,
So
that's
he-
a good success.
so he could technically just surf down the handrail if he really wanted to.
This just became Tony Hawk's D&D adventure.
Follow me, set me free.
Here I am, doing everything I can.
Just see the little. As soon as he jumps on there, just see a little bar pop up where he's trying to have to like balance himself, grinding.
Play some ska music.
Is Thorgrim also taking the stairs?
Thorgrim's also taking the stairs. The stairs shall levitate me.
Alright, so since George is grinding down the handrail, he doesn't have to do a con check. Adel's already down. So, Scalodius, are you flying down?
Do I dare chance it?
That's up to you.
I'm tempted to do something stupid, honestly.
Uh-oh.
What do you want to do?
He sees George going down the rail and thinks, hey, that might be a good idea.
Okay.
Oh no.
I
Oh
mean,
no.
if he falls off, at least he got wings.
So does
Yeah.
George.
So
Actually, I can't bamf out those wings again, so.
Oh,
Scalodius fucking dies. More at 9.
So, are you going to try and grind down the handrail as well?
Fuck it, why not?
All right, roll in acrobatics.
This is what the
This is
young
gonna
kids
go
are doing.
horribly.
not bad.
Oh,
You're not as
better than
graceful.
expected.
You're not as graceful as George, but you got the hang of it.
There's a huge dragonborn following George, grinding down the rail. No,
The
it's not
only
two
way
fireballs.
that I can see this,
Thorgrim rolls his eyes and goes, "Fucking show-offs."
the only way my brain sees this is just George going down the thing, turns his head to look back, sees Scalodius, turns back forward, then just quick snap, turn back.
What the hell?
What?
Just, oh cool, he's doing it too. Wait, what?
Right. That leaves Thorgrim and Hubert.
The
So
quiet
Thorgrim,
ones.
Yes.
you need to roll me context.
Before he does that, slow side eye to Hubert. Gracia.
Are you certain?
Close.
Am I allowed to use any means necessary to get down there?
No teleportation.
But any other means?
I mean, I'm gonna use my
Steps off the
key.
fucking ledge.
Do what, Thorgrim?
I mean, I'm gonna use my key.
Okay. But I am allowed to use anything at my disposal, yes?
Stab.
As long as it's not
Achilles.
stabbing me in the eyeball.
Very good. He jumps over the railing.
Thorgrim will also jump over the railing.
Yay!
Now it's
So-
just a matter of which one reaches terminal velocity first.
Technically speaking, since Hubert jumped first, he would hit the ground first by D&D rules.
Okay, yeah,
Fair.
fair, I guess. Especially because he's taller.
So let's see. It's 100 feet, which is 32 points of damage.
Okay. Wait a minute. I have slow fall. Or not slow fall,
No, it is slow fall.
is it slow fall?
Yeah, it is called slow fall.
Okay. Yeah. Is there a wall that I can use to like reduce my like put my hand on the wall to like sort of slow my fall down?
I mean, you have slow fall. You already have something that slows your fall.
Yeah, but like I assume there would have to be a reason for me to slow my fall.
Nope.
Okay.
You are a monk. You fall slower.
Okay. So 5 times my monk level. I am level 7. I'm good.
All right.
I take no damage.
So
You have 7 levels of monk?
Yep.
Damn! I didn't realize you had that many.
So, Adelsar Day, you appear at the bottom of the staircase, and you look up, and you see George and Scalodius about halfway down, going down the handrail. And all of a sudden, Hubert lands right next to you on his feet as a pool of blood appears right before he hits, seeming to cushion his fall, before Thorgrim just suddenly also lands right next to Hubert, and Hubert goes, I win.
Curse you for being taller.
Hello, my lady.
Hello, Hubert.
Hello, Adelsarde. How are you?
Hello, Thorgrim. I'm fine.
We can't use Ophi as the token anymore, so we'll use LV since she knows where to go.
Indeed.
Oh no, but Ophi was at the top of the tower.
Yes. Alright,
She makes a great tower topper.
so, after a few minutes for the elevator to get to the bottom, you all group back up, and LV, you happen to
Yes.
know that the shop you're looking for is over here.
Excellent. Then I will go right then.
Well, while following her along, it'll actually spot the slaves that are making the elevator move, and she just makes her stoicism cracks, and she makes an almost disgusted expression, but very quickly hides it.
You said they were slaves.
I thought you said they were slaves.
I said they were workers.
Oh, then never mind. Oh,
Did you say
sweaters.
here or here? Okay. Nope.
All right. So you guys walk through the streets, and it is a fairly bustling. It's fairly bustling. It's very busy at present moment, given it's early evening, and people are giving you looks. They are greeting Elvie and Scalodius more than anyone else, since I'm fairly certain Beastie stayed at the top of the tower.
She did.
And you all go along, and eventually you get to the shop that LV was leading you all to, which is simply called the Map Store.
Yes. I appreciate this store's rather to the point name. Usually they dress it up in something flowery or superfluous. I do not believe it is necessary.
Maybe that's why they changed the name. To please you.
I doubt that. I shall knock on the door and enter.
Okay, you enter and you see the familiar face of your friend, and they look to you and go, "Ah, it is good to see you again, Miss Pinwall."
It is wonderful to see you again. It has been far too long.
What brings you here, and with such a large entourage?
Well, my entourage and I are looking to solve an issue for my employer, and we require a more complete map of the area.
Ah, well, it is a pleasure to meet you all. My name is Nero Vane. And he will give all of you a pleasant bow.
Pleasure.
What does this guy look like?
He looks like Elby, but male.
Ah,
Pleasure to see you again, Scalodius says.
And you as well, Father Scalodius.
and we'll look to Elvie. Are you related by chance?
No, simply friends and fellow seekers of knowledge.
I see.
It's nice to be in a place that is familiar for once. I do not enjoy an unfamiliarity. It makes me feel uncomfortable.
Unless you go out of your way to make the unfamiliar familiar, it will always be uncomfortable.
Ah, yes. I completely agree. Unfortunately, the transition period is always the complicated part.
Just do what I do.
And what do you do?
Enjoy everything as it comes.
I shall attempt to take that to heart.
A very simplistic but optimistic way of looking at life.
Well, I mean, we all live and then eventually die. What's the point getting hung up on anything about it?
Not all of us.
Correct.
Fuck you mean, not all of us?
Demons, angels, devils, and technically elementals.
Okay, I
They
was
all-
talking about mortal, fleshy, pokey people.
I'm fairly certain Obitus cannot die of old age.
He's an exception.
There are magical means to make one functionally immortal, so that makes sense.
There are also magical means to make oneself more youthful.
Yes, of course. I've often considered it myself, but I do not use it simply because of... I do not want to be considered as a vain enough to pursue such a...
Oh, Oh, Miss Gloomhollow, you don't look a day over 250.
Oh, you stop. You always have a beautiful way with words. You know what I'm saying?
He just gives you a very small smile.
And I gave a very, 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 very small smile back.
But on to business. You
Indeed.
wish a map of this region.
Indeed. Would be quite nice.
Wonderful. He will reach under and pull out a map with a seal on it and rest it on the table and says, typically I price these maps at about 500 gold.
500, you say?
Of course.
Might it be possible to negotiate a slight discount? Or is that a non-negotiable thing?
As you are a close friend of mine, I am willing to take 100 gold off.
That would be most pleasant. And she'll look at Thorgrim and sort of motion over with a finger. Thorgrim goes grumble, grumble, grumble. Something about a, purse, purse carrier, blah, blah, blah. Grumble, grumble, grumble. And we'll fork over the 400 gold required.
Narrowvein will take the money and begin meticulously counting each and every gold coin, one by one.
I imagine in an excruciatingly slow fashion.
Yes. He will take a coin, look it over, set it down. Take a coin, look it over, set it down.
Eventually, Thorgrim gets a little bit, irritated and antsy, come on, it's all there.
Don't rush him, Thorgrim.
Yes, please do not rush my friend. Fine. Resorts to irritated toe tapping on the ground.
Eventually, after several minutes, he will get all of the gold, put it away, and say, "Thank you for your patronage," and slide the map over.
Elvie will take the map and will bow her head respectfully. No, thank you for being such a kind and gracious shopkeeper as always. And for being such a good friend.
Of course. Any friend of yours is also a friend of mine.
She'll turn to look at the rest of the group and offer again a very, very small smile. And then turn back to Mirrenvain and say, well, I wish I could stay longer, but my employer has business that we need to attend to, so I'm afraid I cannot stay for too much longer.
Understandable. We all have work that must be done.
Absolutely. But I assure you one day I will return, hopefully much sooner than, it took to come back this time.
And I look forward to that day.
We simply must share a pot of tea and discuss old times.
Of course, as well as new stories.
Oh, and I have plenty. Let me tell you.
Wonderful. I also have a few, but none as memorable as yours.
Well, perhaps you will allow me to take the reins and regale you with my oh-so-grand tales. And she sort of just gives a look of, just a very slightly tired look.
I look forward to it, and I will have tea prepared for us when that day comes.
Excellent. Well, it has been a pleasure, but I must be going. Good day.
Good day to you, and to all of you, he says, nodding to each and every one of you one by one.
Yeah, we'll nod back to him.
We will bow respectfully and again offer a small smile before turning around and looking at the rest of the group. Well, shall we attend to our business then?
Yes.
Why
Actually,
is Tauntaun itching his other eyes?
Yeah, instead of letting the main two twitch, it's just scratch the other four.
Hey, Tauntaun, stop. Nudge,
Stop
nudge,
what?
nudge. Don't do that. Not in the shop.
I had an itch.
Can't you just ignore it for a few more minutes?
No.
Duh.
Elvie, by any chance, you seem quite popular around here. Anyone attempted to get your affections?
Are you referring to recently?
Has it happened recently?
Yes. Quite
Oh,
recently,
wow.
actually.
And you only just got back. I guess I can see it.
Are you, perhaps one of the gathered throng as well?
Me? Oh no. Don't get me wrong.
She flashes you a playful wink.
She pats Hubert. He's all I need.
Of course. You two make a great couple.
Jubilee just kind of sitting in the background.
He is also itching her eyes.
My, is there dust in here? No, of course not. But why is everyone itching themselves? It seems strange.
Maybe they're allergic to
I
something.
mean, Tauntaun looks like he's just itching above and below his eyes.
Yeah, but like you're itching, Jubilee.
Well, I mean, the DM said it. I didn't say shit.
Anyway, Elvie will, again, with one more bow to her friend, will turn and leave the premises. I do not know why I'm suddenly French.
Nobody expects the French Inquisition. Oh!
Alrighty. Meanwhile, in the tower.
Meanwhile, back at the ranch.
Zardak will eventually move the papers aside, and then will look towards Ophi's door.
Beastie will also look to it.
Ophi,
You're just gonna creak the door open a little. Yes.
come here.
Give me a second.
Now,
Oh, we're just gonna close the door.
Beastie will get out of Zardak's lap and start heading over.
What did you two talk about?
She'll open the
best.
door.
you best hurry, Ophi. Your mom's coming.
Oh, we're just gonna block the door as best he can.
Against the goblin, who is definitely stronger than you.
With stuff, not his body.
Hey Jordan,
Roll
is there a push door or a pull door?
Pull.
Alright,
Pull
she's
for
gonna...
Ophi, push for you.
Ah, okay.
Oh,
Gareth, what the fuck did you two talk about?
Gareth just looks to you and says, I've already told you I was delivering something to him.
What were you delivering?
I can't tell you.
Why not?
Ophi, your door comes crashing open.
Oh yeah!
Ophi absolutely yeeted across the room.
Beastie will walk over very, like, slow stalking motion. Child, your father is calling.
So you break my door? And possibly my back?
She will go over and pick him up. Yes. And then she'll carry him over to Zardak.
As you take your seat, Zardak will pour himself a glass of his whiskey before pouring you a chilled glass of juice and slides it over to you.
Ophi just gonna take the juice in both hands.
How have you been?
I've been good. Ish.
Why are you avoiding me?
Reasons.
Answer them.
The 8-headed thing in the basement.
What about it?
Learned some things about it.
Like,
It's one of the first.
correct.
And I don't know how it got there.
It got there because it threatened to destroy our continent. So I put it down there so it couldn't.
Hmm.
Any other questions? Zardak will listen to you slurp, but waits patiently for the next question.
I'm surprised it actually came across on my mic. You kind of answered all of my suspicions already about that.
Then you have no questions.
No, not really. None that come to the player's mind. I know I had a bunch, but I don't really remember what they all were.
Zardak will sigh a bit to this before leaning back and says, "Why did you act like you didn't trust me?"
It's not that I don't trust you. It's that you're absolutely fucking terrifying. And I don't know if you're gonna murder people if I bring them home.
Son, the only people I would murder are people that are a threat to you. Do you think that that vampire is a threat to you?
Why does everyone call him a vampire?
Because he's a vampire, Ophi.
Because he has sharp teeth and like the dark.
Hubert has sharp teeth and likes the dark. He's not a vampire.
Hubert's a drow. In any case, that boy Gareth in there is a vampire.
Aha.
An actual one. I'm not saying that to be mean or rude. He is simply a vampire. I'm stating what he is.
I see.
Now back to my question. Do you think he is a threat to you?
No?
Then why would I kill him?
That is a good question. One that I don't really have an answer for because the entire family dynamic is a bit weird.
The only dynamic you should be concerned about is that you are my son. And he says this and takes a drink before reaching under his desk, and he pulls out a small package and sets it on the desk. He then slides it to you. Open it.
Ophi's gonna start trying to open it. I don't know what the package is made. Is it just like the usual parcel package from medieval times where it's just fucking string and paper?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
And
Ophi's just gonna open it.
you open it, and it is in a small. As you open the paper, there's a small box, and when you open up the box, you actually see there is a choker, and it has the family crest, which for Zardak it would be a fist, but curled around the wrist of the fist is a serpent whose head goes over the top of the fist, indicating you. This is your crest. I had it designed for you.
I see, and it's a choker. Why?
You liked chokers when you were younger. I didn't know if you still did or not.
Not saying I don't.
So long as you don't have a perverted mind, there are people who wear chokers like necklaces.
Hmm. Well, I do like it.
He nods and says, under the paper in the box, there should also be a necklace version of it. I would have gotten you a ring, but you don't seem much for them.
Well, yeah, they get in the way of punching.
He just smiles a bit to this.
How am I supposed to punch with a ring on only one finger?
Puts it on thumb.
That just sounds dumb.
Still works.
But I had these made for you. A combination of my family crest and you, well, adding something that indicated you. I wanted to get that for you for a while.
Ophi's gonna put on the choker.
Zardak will finish his drink before setting his glass down, and he eases back as he just watches you for now before he motions you. Makes a come here kind of motion towards you.
Like across the desk,
You
or
you can walk
closer
around.
to the desk.
You can walk around the desk to come to me, Ophi. And once you get within arm's reach, he'll pull you into a hug before kissing the top of your head and goes, "You shouldn't be scared of me, boy." Or kid. You shouldn't be scared of me, kid.
I know. But
Yeah,
considering the 8-headed dragon,
what about it?
and the fact that you pretty much confirmed my suspicions that you put it there, it's kind of terrifying.
The only people who should be terrified of me are my enemies, not my children.
That's fair. But still a scary thought to just think that could happen again.
Unless somebody releases it, it shouldn't happen again. And I have no intentions of releasing it.
What if we threw the lizard at it?
Which lizard?
The one that hates dragons.
I would assume he would kill it.
Well, obviously. But that would possibly fix at least one problem, if not two.
The unfortunate thing is I don't know if killing it would cause adverse reactions. It is a demigod after all.
Wait, is that the one you punched? Or was that a
No.
different one?
That was a different one.
How long do they live?
As far as I'm aware, they're technically immortal.
Huh.
Unless killed.
Well, that's most things.
People die when they are killed.
Yes, Beastie, people die when they are killed.
Beastie knots.
So do fish.
Speaking of, your friend group has agreed to go on a little mission for me.
To where?
A fishing village to the east.
Ooh!
I assume you will be joining them.
Well, obviously. But which fishing village is it? What was their most notable catch?
He just looks to you and says, "Kid, I'm not as much of a fishing enthusiast as you. I'm not going to lie to you. I don't know what they catch there. As far as I know, they only catch catfish.
Oh, I can work on my catfish attacking skills.
He just chuckles a bit to this.
Paul will be mine.
He chuckles a bit to this before letting you go and making a shooing motion to you. Off you go now. Enjoy your night.
Just quickly through door and just try and fix door.
The door has already been fixed.
Then just quickly shut door.
Zardak just shakes his head.
Funny child.
It's like he's embarrassed of his dear old man.
Me don't understand why he embarrassed. You great old man. You're not even old.
I am very old.
Nah.
He just eventually sighs and stands up before stretching and says, that's enough paperwork for today.
She'll hop on the desk. Good. Spar.
We can't spar in the office, so we'll have to go outside.
Okay. And she'll go and head outside. Oh, Beastie Kid. Oh, she's gone. Wait, what? Oh, she's gone now. Okay.
So what's LV and crew doing?
Tauntaun wants to go and find a clothing shop or something.
Roll,
Oh, sorry.
if you're looking for one, roll investigation. Meanwhile, what were you going to say, LV?
LV was just going to show the group around town a little bit, sort of sightsee.
Of course, when it comes to clothes.
Yeah, sure, okay. Never mind.
Tauntaun,
So,
clothing that way.
Fashion sense is tingling.
my fashion senses are starting to tingle. So, LV, as you're showing everyone around town, you do notice that as you're leading them, Tauntaun suddenly just breaks off and just darts into a store. And when you look at it, it is in fact a clothing shop that Tauntaun has just randomly darted into, but seemed to innately know where it was.
I'm gonna
Take
look
a
at
Patterson with me.
Ailsarday and just be like, does he have an innate sense of where to find clothing?
Most likely.
I wish
That-
he had
that
an
is-
innate sense of how to get something other than clothing.
That is insane.
I also know how to get drugs.
It is a very unique form of location.
Also liquor.
But
Anything to
Tauntaun,
do with partying.
as you enter the building, it is a large store that has casual wear for both summer, for all of the seasons, summer, spring, winter, and fall. It has ballroom gowns, ballroom suits for men. You name it, this store has it.
Oh no.
What?
Did you hear me?
I'm sorry if Buddy sent me some weird Tears of the Kingdom shit and it terrified the fuck out of me.
So we
But
got
did you
distracted.
hear me?
Casual clothes,
Any-
something, ballroom gown.
Yeah, any type of clothing you can think of, it has it.
All right, Patterson, we gotta get you a suit or
No.
a dress. I don't care which.
No.
If you get one, you'll get a treat.
No.
You don't want a steak as a treat?
No.
Is there a reason why you don't want to wear clothes?
No fancy.
You're not expected to wear them all the time.
No fancy.
You're not expected to wear it all the time.
None fancy.
It's
Can
like
we at
trying
least
to
get you
wrangle
a bow
2-year-old.
tie?
Oh my god.
Wait,
Maybe
she's
a
considering
fez.
it.
Patterson seems to be contemplating the bow tie.
How's about a bow tie and some nice gloves?
No,
Just a bow tie?
bow tie.
What about a fez?
Patterson's eyes drift apart. He doesn't know what that is.
It's a type of hat. That kind of looks like a cup.
Hat.
So a bow tie and a fez. Oh right, I need Thorgrim. He holds all the money. Patterson, can you go hunt down your father?
Alright, so as you are all talking about Tauntaun's confusing nature of detecting clothing, suddenly the door gets kicked open as Patterson comes out and looks into the store and points to Thorgrim. You did not tell him to bring Thorgrim to you, just to find him, which he did.
I told him to hunt him down.
Which he did. You just didn't tell him to bring him back.
Thorgrim just looks at Patterson.
Hello.
Hi.
Hello.
You want me to go in there?
Patterson points into the building as if saying it was Tauntaun.
You know I don't like fancy clothes, right?
I am Patterson.
Yes, I know. Thorgrim's gonna look at Adel and LV and just be like, oh, and Hubert, and just be like, I guess we're taking a detour?
You're taking a detour.
You have the money after all.
Oh, of course. Tauntaun wants me to pay for something. God damn it.
I mean, you
Come on,
are
dear.
holding the party's money, so
I'm gonna, Thorgrim's gonna walk in there shouting, you know we're running out of money slowly, right?
I am Patterson.
That's how
Patterson's-
money works.
Yeah, I mean,
What investing it is for.
we have less than a third of what we had now, or of what we got, so.
Yeah, I'm not here for much. I'm just trying to get something at least somewhat fancy for Patterson to wear. As
No.
such, we're going with a bow tie and a fez.
Okay. Sure.
That reminds me, I don't know if Elvie actually has a ball gown.
Does Elvie hear this?
That is entirely up to you.
Elvie will indeed hear this and will walk into the establishment and say, you know I can buy clothes for myself, right?
I did not expect you to hear that.
Please do not purchase things without my permission. And then Elvie will go to the ball dresses and start looking through them.
We are slowly losing everybody, Hubert says to Adel Sarday and Jubilee.
I am aware.
Hubert will then give a side-eyed glance to Jubilee.
if it wasn't for the imminent doom, I'd be really more wanting to go shopping as well.
Roll a perception check, Jubilee.
Oh no. Oh no. Oh no.
I don't see shit.
Alright. Okay. That's fine.
Missed opportunity, apparently.
There's everyone else in the store, however, will see there is currently a sale going on for what looks like Jubilee's taste in clothing.
Or Jew.
Patterson,
God damn it.
Hello?
bring me Jubilee.
Patterson sprints out, grabs Jubilee, and just drags her in with
Did
no
that-
explanation.
Did he just sigh?
No, he gasped excitedly.
Oh.
That is a
He was
reverse
excited to
sigh.
actually kidnap someone. Jubilee, like, if it wasn't for all the stress, I'd probably be in there.
No, I am Patterson!
Tauntaun is
Patterson,
going
why are
to
you kidnapping
pat
me?
Patterson's head and give him a piece of jerky. Jubilee, there's a thing
Okay,
for sale.
why have you... Looks that thing, apparently.
It looks... Essentially it's your clothing, except that looks more showy, like a good performance attire, very sparkly. And, depending on what angle you look at it from, changes color.
Oh, that is amazing. Jubilee forgetting for a moment what business she has to take care of later.
And people say that I'm bad at distracting people.
Meanwhile, outside the store, it looks like we've lost another.
George, are you going to go join them?
George?
Oh, no,
Did you hit a tree,
Yes,
George?
what happened?
Are you going into the clothing store?
Yeah, go with the blue.
Oh no.
Wordlessly walks away.
You go to ask George, and he's already gone.
I'm still here, Siskelodius.
Are you going into the clothing store?
No,
Well, you said.
I don't really wear much other than my basic robes.
But what if they have robes in there?
Does Tauntaun hear that he doesn't wear much other than robes?
Sure.
Patterson?
I'm
Hello.
not really
Go
what. I'm
collect
not really
Skelodius and bring
have
him
much
here.
money anyway.
Can't. What do you mean can't? Stronger.
Then go politely ask him to come in.
Patterson will go outside and look to Skelodius, point to the store and go, please?
That is so adorable!
That's sweet.
I'm gonna murder Skelodius if he says no.
No.
It is too adorable to
Just
say no to.
Cue the Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? Who Wants to Be a Millionaire music?
Whom.
Dun, 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 dun.
The only Who Wants to Be a
Oh,
Millionaire
very well.
music I know is Whom.
And Skelodius goes into the store, leaving Hubert, Adelsarday, and Otto.
We're getting you a suit, old man.
I do not have the money to purchase one, and I don't think a priest such as myself needs one.
If you go to a gala, you need a suit.
If you can acquire nice, holy vestments, then I will agree. But other than that, no.
We can toss you weird scarf thing over it. I don't remember what they're called. I know they have an actual name. I don't remember what they're called.
Those are my terms.
Yeah, that's... Wait, your terms or your turbs?
And he said if you can find nice robes, that's similar to a holy vestment, he will agree to it. Otherwise, the answer is no.
We lost Jay. Okay.
Okay,
And he's typing. I guess he had to go.
I suppose. Oh well.
Alright, so in that case, the other two have been willed out of existence by the DM, leaving just Hubert and Adelsarday.
No.
Well, it appears we've lost everyone, my lady.
Unsurprising.
So what shall we do?
Oh, look around. Go for a walk.
Of course, this could take them a while.
Could, you say? And she starts walking.
Alrighty. So what are the rest of you doing?
Well, I'm assuming Ophi might be getting piped.
Okay,
I
meant the
don't
people
have
in the
anything to
clothing-
follow that up.
I meant the people in the clothing store, but okay.
LB's looking for a proper ballroom gown, and Thorgrim is just sort of browsing.
Patterson is
Jubilee
following.
is
Go ahead, Chaos.
Jubilee is observing the new outfit and trying to see what the price is.
Patterson is following you, Thorgrim, as you don't actually seem like you're shopping for clothes, and he does not want to do that.
Okay.
Tauntaun is looking at bow ties and fezzes.
Jubilee, the outfit, much to your surprise, due to it being on sale, only costs 150 gold.
Still gonna have to ask Thorgrim, but goes Thorgrim.
What?
Outfit 150 gold on sale, really nice. She seems like excited.
Yeah, I imagine her like bouncing up and down on her feet.
Bouncing up and down, tail wagging, horn slightly smoking.
Yeah.
Been a while since she's been excited about something.
Thorgrim sighs and just like looks at the bag, and then Jubilee and just goes, "Yeah, sure, just for you, kid."
She gleefully cheers.
Hey.
Sorry, things are cutting in and out for me, so I'm not sure if you said something back.
Yeah, I just sort of did the. You know what? Fine. Here you go, kid.
She'll gladly take the money and purchase the new outfit.
Okay.
Here's a question.
Whoa.
Do they have spinny bow ties that make sounds?
Oh no. No,
None
stuff.
that makes sounds, no.
But they do have spinny bow ties.
Yes.
This is perfect for my boy.
The bow tie will cost you 2 gold.
I can easily pay for a bow tie. I know how that goes.
LV, you found a ballroom gown that runs 25 gold.
Excellent.
And the outfit for Scalodius in shit posting also runs for 25 gold.
So 50 gold total.
50 gold for that.
Forget how poor my
200 gold total, including Jubilee's outfit as well.
Yeah, I already
Is it
paid
including
for Jubilee's
the-
outfit.
No, they wouldn't be including it because the Jubilee outfit was 150. Those two were 25.
So 200
The other
total.
one was 2. All right, come here, Patterson. We're gonna get this spinny bow tie on you.
No.
Tauntaun is just going to show that it spins.
Patterson is standing behind Thorgrim, like Thorgrim will protect him.
And Thorgrim is just looking over his shoulder like, what are you doing?
No.
Come on, we gotta see if it at least fits.
No.
You don't have to wear it all day.
No.
5 minutes tops.
No.
But it spins!
No.
Then at least hold it.
Patterson will take off one of his arms and throw it at you. Once it lands in front of you, that arm, which is no longer attached, just does the grabby hand motion.
Tauntaun's going to pick up the arm, put the bow tie in the arm, then walk over to Patterson.
Patterson will begin walking backwards away from you.
I'm going to reattach your arm.
No.
You know you're gonna run out of space eventually.
Patterson will stare at you, and then make a break for the door.
Patterson, come back here.
Roll persuasion. 12.
Unless I have advantage, because that was technically a command.
You don't need it.
Okay.
Patterson will come to you.
He's then just going to try and get the arm back on properly.
You begin reaching the arm towards him, and Patterson just smacks the arm back onto the ground. No.
Patterson, I'm not going to force the bow tie on you. I'm just putting your arm back on.
No.
Is there a reason why you don't want your arm back?
No fancy.
It's not very fancy. It's just a bow tie. You said you'd be fine with a bow tie. And you don't have to wear the bow tie right now.
Patterson will just stand there. You think he's pouting.
Aw.
We'll go and get chicken nuggets later. He's gonna start trying to put the arm back on again.
You can put the arm on. Patterson does not resist.
Now take very good care of this bow tie.
No.
Don't you tell me no, mister.
No.
This is very important. It is a symbol that you are also important.
No fancy.
It means that you're better than other skeletons.
He still seems just like he's pouting.
Elvie, is there anywhere we can get chicken nuggets?
I don't.
Yes.
Oh, no, wait.
Like
She,
hell she wouldn't know. Ophi loves
She-
chicken nuggets.
she holds like her hand on her chin and just goes, no, perhaps there is a place. Yes, no. No, I believe there is. Yes. Yes, there is. And she's doing this while holding up the, in her other hand, a dress that I just put in shitposting.
Nice dress.
Yeah, it's very pretty. Yeah. But, yeah, I know she knows a place.
Tauntaun is trying very hard to keep all 6 eyes in their sockets.
All right. So, as the shopping trip comes to a close, and Thorgrim bought nothing.
No.
Nah, he was just there to be the piggy bank.
Yeah,
all-
he was just there to be the purse guy.
You all come back out of the store and see Hubert and Adelsarday, who have been back from their walk, with Hubert actually snacking on what looks to be an order of chicken.
Ah, you found the chicken shop.
Indeed.
It's good, isn't it?
It's alright.
I'm more of a vegetarian myself, but
So is
It's
Lady
not.
Adelsarday, which is why she was attracted to the cauliflower.
oh yes, that is wonderful.
Anyways, I got a promise to keep with my skeleton. I promised him chicken nuggets.
Yes, it's not far. Hubert's already found it, and Elvie will lead them to said chicken nuggies.
Okay. So if you're getting a meal for everybody, we'll just say 40 gold for everyone to get something to eat.
Got it.
Perfect.
And now I'm hungry.
Thorgrim does
So
the
am
eye
I,
roll
but I
of,
really
like,
don't want to tempt McDonald's again.
What was that, Matt?
Thorgrim does the other eye roll again of like, I hate being the purse guy.
Why did you accept to hold the money?
I wanted to be helpful.
You're plenty
Because-
helpful. You're a lot more helpful than me. I can't do 90% of the shit you all can do.
I mean, I could
I just
barely
look
do
pretty.
the good things I'm good at well.
We all have
Things
our strengths and our weaknesses. None of us are useless.
I guess it's just, things I do for you guys.
Thank you, grandfather.
Dwarven mumbling, grumble, grumble, grumble.
Thanks,
She'll-
husband.
She'll say again in Dwarven, thanks, Dad.
Grumble, 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 grumble.
Jubilee is trying hard not to make it extremely awkward for him.
Oh,
But
God.
you can see a devilish grin on her face, like she's thinking of saying something very out there.
Oh, no.
I mean, Tauntaun said thanks, husband.
I could still make it worse.
Oh, I bet you could. And I think I know how.
Do it.
Is Tauntaun encouraging Jubilee to do it?
Yes, telepathic encouragement.
Do it.
Just do it. Do it.
Do it.
Do it.
Thanks, Sugar Daddy.
Yeah, that's what I thought you would say. God damn it.
Same way, same brain, man. Same brain.
Thorgrim immediately does like the. Stop
And
it.
Jubilee's just laughing because she knew he'd do that.
Yeah, like in the cartoons where like there's the wavy lines of like the people getting the willies, just like
The shiver.
Yeah, the full body shiver.
All right, Patterson, don't forget to thank your father for the food.
Patterson will hug Thorgrim.
You know what? For once, Thorgrim doesn't actually resist, and he just goes, yeah. You're welcome.
See, Patterson, all it takes to get him to accept a hug is to gross him out beforehand. That way you aren't as gross to him.
Mm,
You're welcome.
you're not the,
It's called psychological warfare, my boy.
Meanwhile, Elvie is just snacking on some cauliflower, just like just watching.
Tauntaun has like a
silently.
whole fucking chicken. Just him and his boy eating chicken.
Patterson weirding everyone out because he's actually eating the bones.
But he got chicken nuggets.
Is that technically cannibalism?
Possibly.
I mean, would it be? Poultry bones aren't the same as orc bones. I would assume orc bones are closer to a pig.
Excuse me. I mean, bones eating bones.
So, as the reveal comes to an end, you all notice that the sun is beginning to set.
Where are we going to spend the night?
There are plenty of inns and other locations to spend the night. It just depends on how much you're willing to spend.
I do have one question, Elvie.
Yes?
Is there like a night guard or anything
Yeah.
like that?
Is there a night patrol?
In fact, the city technically never sleeps because whenever the people who are awake during the day need to go to sleep, the nocturnal races come out and make sure that the city stays operational.
Other than that, actually, there's a substantial portion of the city that actually lives nocturnally, so that when the people who require sleep at night go to bed, the city remains functioning during the night because the nocturnal races get up and starting their own proceedings.
So what I'm hearing is the best time to plan a party in this town is at dusk or dawn.
I would assume so, yes.
Is there anybody anywhere near the city that is kind of private that can still see the sky without risk of being seen?
You mean like a cliff top or something like that?
Yeah.
You'd have to leave the city for that.
So you would need to reach the city's borders for that, but I'm sure there's somewhere.
Perfect. Have to go find a spot then.
You know you're not being very subtle with your proceedings.
When is he ever?
That wasn't really a subtle one. I just wanted some alone time to not be seen.
That is fair.
That's why I didn't slap hypothetical in front of it.
Also fair.
Also, LVU and Scalodius technically have your own houses that you can stay at.
Are they particularly large, or are they just modest little houses?
Each house has about 2 guest rooms.
I see. Well,
They're big enough to house other people, but just not very many.
so if we were to split the group between the 2 houses, would they be able to accommodate everyone?
Let's see, because you'd have to do Hubert, Adelsarday, Jubilee, Tauntaun, and yeah, you would more than easily be able to.
LV will turn to the group and will say, actually, the father and I have our own domiciles within the city. If you are willing to separate the party in half, we can each accommodate a portion of you in order to make sure that no one particularly needs to pay for any lodgings.
Very well. Sounds like a plan.
Alright. So, as you're all walking along, Adelsarday, I need you to roll a perception check.
Oh bother, oh bother.
Oh dear.
Nice one, Beastie. But that is Adel's roll 7.
As you're walking along, your eyes catch a glimmer of a sign, and it's called the Arachnoid Garden.
She will stop walking and will just stare at it.
I'm imagining like a scream.
As you stare at the sign, you look to the shop windows, and you just see a very large spider currently attached to the window.
Like a live spider that's on the window.
It's not moving, but you're fairly certain it's alive. You also know that spiders don't actually move very often, unless prompted to conserve energy.
She gonna stare at it, and then we'll rest our hand against the glass.
As you do, you just see it skitter a little bit, showing that it is in fact alive.
Oh, she's
Can
going
Tauntaun
in.
try and... Oh, okay. Never mind.
Hubert will follow. What? You were gonna say something, Chaos?
Something got your attention, Needle?
Yes.
She's already in the store. You can't ask that.
Yeah, if she hadn't started going into the store, I was going to ask if Tauntaun could just slowly push her into the store.
Adelsarday, as you enter, you actually notice that along the ceiling, there's just silk. A large amount of spider silk along the ceilings, over the archways of the doors, and as you enter, you see a drow woman. She looks up to you and goes, "Welcome to the Arachnoid Garden. How can I help you?"
What is this place?
It is technically an inn.
This isn't how much to stay here.
She smiles and says, "We do a modest rate of 10 gold a night, depending on if you want the most basic rooms.
What are the
We
other
have-
options?
We have a modest room for 35 and a high-end room for 50.
What's the difference?
Your regular rooms will simply be where you sleep. Modest, you will be provided with 3 meals at morning, evening, and night, should you stay, as well as an occasional visit from one of our arachnoid friends. The high-end room, you get to stay with a spider companion of the hotels, as well as be served 3 rooms, as well as our finest beds and sheets.
50 gold, she just slaps on the table.
Done.
Shut up and take my money.
Marvelous. Now, which of our arachnoid friends would you like? We have Tiny Tim, Medium Mark, and Big Bertha.
She is looking like an excited little girl, and she's like, "Can I not have all 3?"
If you want all 3, that'll be an additional 10 gold.
She slams down 10 more.
Shut up, take my money.
The woman smiles and picks up a bell and rings it. And as she does, you will actually hear a thumping like skittering as a spider big enough for you to ride on, Adelsarde, comes into the room with a cat-sized spider on top of it, and then a small tarantula on top of the medium-sized spider, as they all come along, and I'll look to you curiously.
She's staring at them like a child would stare at Santa Claus.
Giddy.
It's so nice to see her branching out and enjoying things.
Ah, she found the spider hotel.
I am happy. I am happy she's happy.
It's nice to see her not so stiff.
I don't know if anyone saw the meme I posted too.
Big
I prefer the inns with the fluffier variety of companions, but, you know, spiders are nice.
Spiders are very fluffy.
Well, yeah, I guess fair.
They also make a very adorable purring sound.
Big Bertha will carry you to your room if you are willing to sit upon her.
She will look to Big Bertha and run her hand on her side before climbing up and sitting on top of her. Next to Medium who and
Mark.
Tiny Tim? Medium Mark and
Idiot.
Tiny Tim.
As soon as Adelsarde gets situated and comfortable, Big Bertha scurries off with her.
Hubert, I think our lady just got kidnapped, and she's all about it.
I would not say she was kidnapped. She paid for this experience after all.
Well, at least she's happy.
Were you two with her by chance?
Yes?
As she paid for the rooms, you two are willing to join her if you wish.
Kind of looks to Hubert.
Hubert has no issues with spiders.
And Jubilee really doesn't either. It's more of a neutral setting rather than being afraid or she doesn't detest spiders. It's just they're all right. Well, if it makes her happy, well, I guess we can join her, Hubert. I just didn't want to disturb anything she might enjoy.
The drow will then ring a bell as a spider will lower from a web before getting on your shoulder and points a leg to lead the way, Jubilee.
Thank you very much. She'll reach a finger up and pet it.
And
I
with
can
that,
see the appeal now.
with that, Adelsarde, Jubilee, and Hubert leave the party temporarily.
Adelsarde, Jubilee, and Hubert have left the party.
Yep.
Tauntaun's gonna walk back out. He just wanted to see Adelsarde freak out like a child.
Oh, that leaves Tauntaun, Elvie, and Scalodius.
Well, that makes our lodgings problem a lot easier.
I believe you two. Do you two need any help finding anything?
Oh, I was simply going to go to my home.
Ah, yes, I do need to go back to the church and check up on the little ones and see how everything's running there.
Oh, yes, you probably are quite worried about them, aren't you?
Very much so.
You hear it?
I shall find
Thorgrim?
you-
There's children.
Slow pan to Thorgrim turning towards Scalodius.
You are more than welcome to join me, Thorgrim.
I will most
I
certainly.
bet the
be
children
doing
will
so.
love your tales of heroism.
Oh, I am going to tell them all the stories.
I shall lead you to the church then, and he'll take Thorgrim and lead him away.
And then there were 3.
Patterson.
Two. Well, I guess Tom Patterson, yeah.
Patterson is just standing there.
Do you want to go play with the kids too?
Patterson ponders this. He doesn't seem to know what he wants.
You have to decide soon. Thorgrim's getting pretty far away.
No.
Okay.
I'm surprised at Patterson's devotion. I am still trying to wrap my head around all of this, and she just sort of gestures to Patterson like his everything.
Patterson, as you do, Patterson will take a pose for you.
What kind of pose?
Hold on. Jazz hands. Let's see. I need to get one. There we go. That's a good one.
Oh hell no! Oh god! LV just raises an eyebrow, very confused.
The second she looks back at Tauntaun, he's gonna take the same pose.
The other eyebrow raises, also confused. And then she just starts walking.
Tauntaun's gonna hold up a hand for a high five to Patterson.
Patterson will high five.
He shall then follow LV.
To my house.
Yeah.
I don't have a map for the house, so
Yeah,
Dave
so.
tried to find it. Oh, is anybody doing anything at night?
Yes! Tauntaun's going to be looking for a secluded cliff top to do a thing.
You will have to go you will have to leave the city. You wish to take this course of action.
What's the worst that could happen? I'll have Patterson with me.
Don't say that.
And there's the death flag.
Yep, that's a red flag. And another, and another.
Look, it's right outside of Zardak City. What's the worst that's gonna happen?
Don't say that again.
He said it twice, guys.
Good lord.
That's another one.
I'll be fine. It's not
There's
like
another
I'm gonna
one.
die.
That might as well be.
And number 4.
Every time he says something, a flag goes up.
Pretty much.
I thought I had a map.
For what? A random cliff top that's secluded?
Yes, actually. But I don't seem to.
Doesn't have LV's house, has random cliff top.
Hey, you never know when you need a cliff top.
He's got a point. Because when it comes to houses, you got to take into account who owns the house, what they decorate it with, whether or not they're good or evil, whether or not it has secret areas. But a cliff top, maybe you just need to Simba someone.
Alright, so I don't have a random cliff top, so you're getting a clearing in the forest.
Yeah, that works. It's secluded enough. We're gonna go to the middle. And then just flap onto our back and just take off the tauntaun form for a bit.
Okay.
This image is just Scorp saying anything at this point.
Alright.
I'll be fine.
I will be right back in just a minute.
Okay.
We'll be right back to your death in just a minute. Big old necro bear. Could you imagine if it was just the Necro Bear, and then Tauntaun comes back into town with a Necro Bear pet?
Or, being chewed on by a necro bear.
He's had worse.
He gets puked up again, turns into something else.
I am now part werewolf, part werebear, part necro thing,
Becomes a
part
cleric
changeling,
for some
also
reason.
an eldritch monstrosity. Nah, if I have to change his class again, I'm going Drew. Because that's what he was originally meant to be.
We will not stop this campaign until things repeatedly barf you up and you change to every class in the game.
End of the game. Abilities of all the classes.
Yeah, just every time something eats you, you change classes.
Just, Jubilee, I need you to turn into a T-Rex. Why?
You come
I
out
need
as a
to change
barbarian
class.
for some reason. What the fuck?
Alright, I'm back.
I'm not.
Do what?
I said, I'm not.
Oh. That's unfortunate.
I'm making a flavored water.
That's unfortunate because you're the one who currently has the DM's
Yeah, I know.
attention.
Yeah, the GIF is about how I think Tauntaun's plan's about to go.
Yep. Is it a pear?
He'll be fine.
Oh,
No,
yeah.
it's
He's not gonna die.
Da, 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 da,
A
da,
horrible, tragic death without ever knowing love.
I mean,
Maybe after he knows
What
love,
is
sure.
love?
Baby, don't hurt me. Don't hurt me.
Oh.
No more.
Are you back now, Tauntaun?
Yes.
Do what?
I said yes,
Okay.
but then I almost dropped my water.
So,
So I made a quick scream.
as you lay down and go into your normal form, you look up at the sky, and you notice the full moon as well as the stars in the sky. As you stare at the full moon, you see 10 very beautiful stars shimmering around the circumference of the moon. And
Is
then,
Patterson laying down with me?
sure. And then, as you watch the moon, you see a small line starting from the middle crease outwards vertically until it encompasses the entire diameter of the moon.
Tauntaun's just going to tilt his head while staying laying down.
And then the black crease will slowly begin to open before a slanted eye is staring down at you.
Tauntaun's gonna lift a hand and give it a wave.
Alright, so Tauntaun, I need you to roll a con save for me.
Oh, no.
6.
Oh,
Alright.
no.
So there's a large flash of light, and you are temporarily blinded. And as you rub your eyes and slowly begin to blink, and slowly begin to blink as your vision comes back to you, you notice that there is a shadow looming over you. And whenever you look over,
Oh no.
Ha! What is that? Help!
Hi?
as this creature looks at you with angelic wings billowing from a center orb as 10 other orbs float around staring at you, seeming to be taking you in curiously.
Tauntaun's gonna remain laying down, that way he doesn't seem like a threat at all. Not like he'd be much of a threat to a biblically accurate angel anyway. But he is also very confused.
Okay. It continues to just hover above the ground, staring at you, taking you in.
Hi?
It seems to think for a moment before eventually saying, I will suppose you are worth a greeting.
Tauntaun's just gonna slowly sit up.
As you sit up, suddenly all 10 eyes focus, or all 11 eyes focus on you.
So, what brings you to this clearing of the woods?
You. More accurately, the group you were with, but you were secluded.
I secluded by choice, yes.
Which made you easier to investigate.
Fair enough. What's so special about our group?
You left this plane.
Yes.
You have the radiance of other gods on you.
Correct. We met a
That-
couple when we went back home.
That is of interest to me.
Would you like to meet said gods?
No.
Would you like to see the other plane?
In time.
Alright. As far as I know, we'll be popping back and forth quite a lot.
Interesting.
Do you have a name?
I am Quaghas-Siek, goddess of the moon.
Oh. Let me just add this to my sheet as people that I know. No, that's the summons. Here we go, NPCs. Goddess of the moon of Crestfall. There we go. How was that pronounced again?
Quaghas-Siek.
Kagahasiax?
Quaghas-Siek.
Giggity. It is a pleasure to meet you, Your Holiness.
I am aware. My radiance is blind. This is how I know it is a pleasure.
I thought you gods weren't supposed to be active down here, though.
As you say this, she will float a little closer, taking you in as a handful of the other eye orbs will begin circling you, and she goes, I do as I please.
Fair enough.
I found a means of getting around that contract.
Loopholes. I like it.
But you and your group are of interest to me.
So you said before.
As you say this in a sarcastic tone, the eyes stop and glow red for a bit. Is that disrespect? And Tauntaun, as the center eye focuses on you, you don't feel any of your magic.
Oh, you're gonna die today.
Oh, that's.
Disrespect or die, you're gonna die. Unless it's a hag, I guess.
No, it was not disrespect. I was just pointing out that you have already told me that you found our party of interest.
Roll persuasion.
Why do I have to roll persuasion? He's not lying.
Because you were being sarcastic.
It wasn't supposed to be. I had a food in my mouth.
The eyes will stay still for a minute before beginning to circle you once again, seeming to take in everything about you. Most interesting. And she keeps her center eye focused on you and begins floating back, and you still don't feel any of your magic as long as that center eye is on you.
So I have a question.
And that might be.
Do you know why the moon sometimes turns red?
That is part of my work.
Is there any particular reason you do it?
A blessing came to me as I sat on my domain, pondering, attempting to observe this world. A rift opened, and from it a blessing fell upon my dominion. One breathed in power so great it allowed me to break the contract and come to this place. No longer could the gods' influence bind me to simply my dominion. I could explore this place, observe it, and take it in once more.
How much does that sound like this may have something to do with the puppeteer?
It doesn't sound like it has anything to do with the puppeteer.
Doesn't fit his MO?
No, not really.
What did the rift look like?
It was beautiful. A fire that burned away anything it touched and brought a grand creature into this place. It fell slowly to my dominion, but something drifted off of it and fell to this world. A crystal with someone inside of it. But the body of this grand creature, it radiated such a powerful energy. The energy ate away at my domain. I found a way to keep it secluded, restrained, so that it would not eat away the moon. And now it is mine.
Ah, I see. So currently, player's brain is putting 2 and 2 together. That's Pentagon, isn't it?
Ada was
the
told
grand-
Tauntaun about that before.
The grand,
that
the grand-
that Pentagon is on the moon.
the grand beast is on the moon. the person in the crystal fell to the planet. So Pentagon,
crystal is on the planet.
yeah, Pentagon fell to the planet. The Grand Beast is on the moon.
Wait, does that mean the Grand Beast is just evil Magala?
Calamity, yes. You know, Calamity, the strongest source of dark ether from Aria.
I swear Adol told
Ara-
Tauntaun this before, though. She found out from Pentagon and told everybody about it.
If Scorp doesn't remember, Tauntaun don't remember.
Well.
Yeah, it may have been a time that I just wasn't actually here.
Not only you and your entourage gained my attention when you destroyed a statue that was made for me.
Oh.
Oh. That explains that. Yeah, remember? SCP Peanut Man. The one that snapped necks.
Apologies for that. It was a matter of life and death for us.
Wait, what about Neck Snapper guy?
It's apparently her statue.
Was her statue.
Oh, great.
Yeah, and then we broke it. Well, more accurately, we put it down a hole and then dropped a bunch of mysterious liquid on it.
Yep.
We broke her toy.
Oh no.
But I have been watching you ever since that day. And as she seems to think on this, you watch the blue fire turn crimson red. You all disappeared and evaded my gaze. Before it goes back to normal. And she goes, but I found you. I found you once more. And I shall keep my eyes on you.
If you want, I can introduce you to the rest of the party.
In time. In time. For now, I will watch. And with another blinding flash of light, she disappears.
Well, damn.
Great, we got it. We got a stalker.
Tauntaun's gonna look to Patterson and just say, "No one's gonna believe me, are they?"
Patterson shrugs.
He's then gonna stand up, stretch his body, and then just turn back into Tauntaun and slowly walk
Patterson will follow you.
back to town. And then to Elvy's house. To knock on the door.
LV will open the door.
Hello,
Ah, you're back.
Moomgord.
What?
Moomgord.
We
Is
met
anyone-
the moon god. This.
Oh.
Moomgord.
Yeah, and like LV like goes, oh, and sort of understands, like in understanding, and then after a moment tilts her head, obviously not understanding.
Like,
God?
oh, wait, what?
Yeah. Oh, huh?
Yeah, did Quag has CX?
Can I make a religion check?
Yes.
Which is definitely not something Tauntaun should know.
So, Quaghaziek is the goddess of the moon. And not only is she the goddess of the moon, she actually is the only noted record of a mortal being ascending into godhood.
Ah.
She was a beholder before she became a god.
That explains a lot. Yep.
That explains all the eyeballs.
Uh-huh.
And the anti-magic cone.
Uh-huh. I see.
But to be fair, this planet seems to have a lot of things that can do that anyway, so...
Well, come in. Come in. We can discuss more inside the house.
Lord.
Yes,
I think I want to sleep first.
Very well. There's a guest room.
Perfect. Where is it?
I'll lead him up to the guest room.
Once at the guest room, he's just going to step in, flop onto the bed, and pass the fuck out.
Patterson will stand over you and watch you all night.
I will very silently close, or as silently as possible, close the door, and then retire to my own chambers.
Could you imagine if he just slowly moved his head back and just said, goodbye?
Roll sleight of hand to see how silently you can do this.
Okay. Very silently. Clunk. Clunk.
It is, in fact, as you pull it, you just go and make a squeak sound, and Patterson's head immediately does a 180 to stare at you before, with a backwards arm, he raises a finger to his lips and shushes you.
Yeah, LV will sort of wince slightly and just go, and then try and slowly close the door the rest of the way.
As soon as the door shuts, Patterson goes back to watching Tauntaun.
Yeah. Really uncomfortable. And it's like, fuck. And I will retire to my chambers and begin my... Actually, first I will say, no. We're on Aria, so ring does not work. Shit.
You're in Crestfall right now.
Oh yeah, so ring does work. I will say goodnight to ring.
Yep.
And then I will begin meditation.
Okay. And with that, nothing occurs during the evening, so everyone wakes up the next morning refreshed, all their HP and all of their spell slots and any expended uses of anything that they may have lost.
Nice. Because I was starting to run just the slightest bit low on spell slots.
Alrighty, so let's see. D100 from Adelsar Day, D100 from Elvi, and a D100 from Scalodius.
Okay.
What about Ophi?
Ophi's sleeping in.
Okay.
Since everyone has to meet back up at the tower anyway, we'll just do Ophi last, and Beastie last. Alright, so Scalodius and Thorgrim, you get to wake up first.
Room does the big old yawn, stretch, grabs the hammer, and just sort of waits around. His father needs to do his prayers.
And what of you, Chaos?
Sorry, I was responding to a text message regarding financing. What am I doing?
Yeah.
Scalodius is attempting to wake up early to make breakfast for orphans and his guest.
Okay, so Thorgrim, you come out, you see that breakfast is prepared, and the children are eating contently and enjoying themselves.
Is he making a big breakfast?
I'll sit
As much as he
down
can. I mean, I can only imagine the food sources aren't, not scarce, probably what can be scrounged up.
Zard, you work for Zardak, you have plenty.
Alright, in that case, it's a nice big breakfast then.
I'll
A big
sit
breakfast.
down at the table and I'll say hi
With
to
plenty
the
of
kids.
bacon for...
and I'll just gorge myself, I guess.
Okay.
Yeah, plenty of bacon. Happy Thorgrim.
And as that's going on within the Spider Hotel, Adelsarde, you wake up in the spider silk sheets the next morning after a nice, comfy rest in the spider-themed hotel. What do you do? Or Adelsarde. Yeah, I said Adelsarde. Phenom?
Sorry, I thought my mic was unmuted. I guess it was. She's going to wake up feeling very, very refreshed and will look around for any of the spiders.
You see Big Bertha at the foot of the bed. You see Medium Mark sitting in Hubert's lap, and Tiny Tim currently socializing with Bertie.
She's just going to watch them chilling.
I like to assume that Tiny Tim and Barty are just sitting there having a tea party.
Their version of a tea party, which is them just drinking Capri Suns, which are tiny little flies. Hello, my lady.
Hello, Hubert. Are they so adorable?
Because they are spiders, and you find spiders adorable.
Even so.
Are you ready to go?
I don't want to leave, but I must.
Oh, if we come back to the city, we can stay here again, my lady.
Oh, then I will.
We must get Jubilee, however.
What, is she not a fan of spiders?
She is neutral on them. I was simply saying we need to make sure she's awake.
Ah, fair enough. Yeah, we'll then get up and get dressed and prepare herself and everything.
Okay.
Then look around
What?
for Jubilee.
What of Jubilee?
Jubilee is going to wake up and take in her surroundings and then try on her new outfit.
Okay. It fits you remarkably well. Almost as if it was made for you.
After trying on and looking over herself, she'll rejoin the other two.
Wearing your performance attire today.
Figured I'd break it in and give it a try. How do I look? Does a little spin.
You look lovely. While wearing this outfit, you will have advantage on performance checks, by the way.
Nice. Good to know.
And let's see. Last but not least, Elvie and Tauntaun.
Well, Elvie actually got up rather early, but decided to remain in her room for a while to converse with her ring and ponder over the day's events. Specifically, the rather strange occurrence of everybody seeming to flirt with her, which is something she has not experienced before.
What do you mean everyone's flirting with her?
The ring will reply that only one person in its recognition has flirted with you, and that was Tauntaun.
Well,
He didn't do very good at it.
then there was that brief joking moment with Neuronval, or Neuronthal.
Neuron vein.
Neuron Vein, yes. Neuron, I knew it was Neuron something. Sorry, I'm terrible at things.
Unfortunately, only half the neurons to remember the name activated.
That's Matt. LV would have remembered. But after saying good morning to the ring and conversing with it briefly, LV will prepare her spells and say her prayers to power before wandering out of the room and checking up on Tauntaun to see if he's awake.
As you wander into the hallway, you actually see Patterson just standing in the middle of the hallway.
Is he standing in a protected position of Tauntaun's door, or is he
No.
just standing there?
He's just standing there.
Is he standing there menacingly, or is he doing another Deadpool pose?
He is. His knees are half bent, and his arms are arched to his sides. He looks goofy. He doesn't look like he's taking anything seriously. You're not sure what he's doing. Like, imagine the Cuphead idol standing animation.
Oh God!
Okay.
Now I imagine the music.
Cuphead idol.
The LV will stare at Patterson for a few minutes and just say, "Good morning."
Check shit posting for close representation of what I mean.
I am very aware of what you're talking about. I love Cuphead. I'm imagining the music to go with it too.
Hello.
Good day.
Yeah, actually, the one Tauntaun posted is exactly what I was referring to.
Yeah. And then da 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 da.
I am Patterson.
Yes, I know. Is your father, in Cody fingers, awake?
Patterson will sit there and think for a moment before running to the guest room and kicks the door open. Are awake?
Tauntaun is most definitely asleep. Just
No.
absolutely passed the fuck out.
Patterson will look to you and just immediately go, no.
Probably not even
Okay.
in Tauntaun shape right now.
Okay. I will go and prepare a meal. Do not worry.
Patterson, wake.
As you wish.
Patterson will then jump on you, Tauntaun. Hello. I am Patterson.
That sound actually physically hurt me. It got water up into my nose.
Oh, I hate when that happens.
No.
I'm awake, bee.
Does it have to be?
Yes.
Says who?
Patterson will pull you off the bed. Awake, bee.
Says who?
Patterson will notice that there is no awake bee to be had.
There is no awake bee to be had, no.
So, what are you doing, Tauntaun?
Not doing the awake bee.
Alright, so, to quicken this up, do you actually get up, Tauntaun? Because everyone has to be at the tower.
Yeah, eventually he is gonna get up once he starts smelling food.
Alright, so after you've all had your mornings, is there any conversation between Elvie and Tauntaun to be had?
Unless he starts it.
Nah, he's not starting any. It's too early in the morning for this shit. He met a moon god last night. He's still processing how in the hell he's gonna get the other people to believe him about that shit.
And I guess it's a silent meal.
Unless Patterson does something.
Hello.
Because he was definitely given a plate of bacon.
Hold on. I'll roll something for Patterson to see if he does anything. Yep. Patterson will nibble on the amount he was given before looking to Tauntaun and go, why gemless? Jealous. Why jealous?
What?
Jealous.
Of what?
He tries to think of how to say the word, and points to Elvie. Man talk her. Jealous.
I was not jealous.
Jealous.
I was not.
Jealous?
Be quiet and eat your bacon.
Who's checking off in the background there? What's that clapping noise?
Oh, that's me playing with my toothpick case.
Alright, so,
Yes.
if nobody has anything else to do, does everyone meet up at the tower?
Yep.
Oh, yes.
Mm-hmm.
That depends. Can Ophi get a morning Gareth time?
There's no guarantee that there was an evening Gareth time.
This is
Damn.
fair. That is very fair.
But in order for you to be up and ready by the time they get here, probably not. Not to mention, you are more than likely going to be pulled to morning training by Zardak anyway.
What was morning training again?
It just laps around the city, a few push-ups, sit-ups, things like that.
Okay.
I'm running
Just
up and
basic
down the
staying
tower.
fit.
Alright, so, speaking of running up and down the tower, who all's going up the elevator and who all's going up the stairs?
Adel's going up
Tauntaun's
the
taking
elevator.
the elevator.
Okay, Tauntaun and Adel are going up the elevator. Patterson's going up the elevator unless told not to.
Patterson, do you want to try the stairs?
Stairs?
Yeah, like Thorgrim.
Thorgrim.
Yeah,
Why don't you go
Thorgrim's
run up
going
the
up the stairs and Elvy's going in the elevator, 50-50 same as usual.
Alright, so Adel, Sarday, Tauntaun, and Elvie are going up the elevator.
Nice
Which
to have-
leaves Scalodius and Jubilee.
It's nice to have a third that won't.
Galois
continue to
learned his
mock me.
lesson last time. Is taking the stairs.
Okay.
Jubilee is not putting herself through that again. We'll take the elevator.
Okay. Alright, so Thorgrim and Scalodius need to roll me con checks.
Just one? Or
Yeah.
do you want more?
No, we'll do them one at a time,
Got
like
it.
No,
we did
no.
last time.
Oh, great. It's good start.
Alright, so both Thorgrim and Scalodius make it about 10% up the staircase before getting winded. Patterson is full sprinting up the staircase. Just
He doesn't have long.
Lucky motherfucker. Ain't got muscles to get tired, that piece of shit.
And Hubert has made it to 20% of the way up the staircase and is currently looking back at both of you, hands behind his back, calm as ever, and both of you suddenly remember he's also doing this in heavy plate mail.
How are you not tired?
What do you mean?
I repeat the question. How are you not tired?
Because I slept the 2 hours I needed to sleep last night, Fulgrim. Why would I be tired?
You slept for 2 hours and you're climbing up the stairs like nothing happened in full plate mail. How are you not tired?
Simply stairs, Thorgrim. It's not that complicated. 1 foot after the other.
I know how to climb stairs.
Hubert,
you sh-
easy. I'm simply better than you.
Are you certain, Thorgrim? You're currently draped over the banister.
Shut up. I'm taking a
Aloysius has
brief
died.
break.
Well, while you enjoy your break, I'm going to continue going up. And Hubert begins going up the stairs.
Motherfucker.
Alright. What's happening
So who do you
in the-
guys think is going to get up to the top first? Hubert or Patterson?
Well, thing is, Hubert doesn't really want to race him. I'm assuming Patterson.
That's Tauntaun asking everyone in the elevator, by the way.
Patterson.
Yes. Assuming that Hubert doesn't suddenly get the urge to race Patterson, I'm assuming Patterson because he's going at a full sprint.
Fair enough.
I do not believe Hubert views it as a race.
Not unless he's ordered to.
LV will wave at Hubert as he passes by.
Hubert will wave to all of you in the elevator as he's very calmly going up. and continues to walk very calmly up the staircase. So, Skelodius and Thorgrim, give me con checks with disadvantage.
Oh god.
Much better.
Would have been better, but
I mean, you doubled your last roll.
yeah.
Alright,
So did I.
So, Thorgrim and Skelodius, you make it to 30%, with Hubert still being ahead of you at 40%. As he looks back at both of you, there's a sly grin on his face. He says nothing and continues walking.
Dragon growl grumbles.
Where's Patterson at?
Patterson did well over halfway up the staircase.
I will
Note to
not
self,
get
tell
angry.
Patterson to give everyone a head start first.
Thorgrim starts repeating something to him in Dwarvish over and over again.
What are you saying?
Should
Thorgrim?
we help the old men?
I will not get angry. I will not get angry. I will not get angry. I will not get angry.
That's a wonderful.
They'll be
That's a
fine.
wonderful thing to say to yourself, Thorgrim. Hubert calls in Dwarven to you.
I will not get angry. I will not get angry. I will not get angry.
I hope you know I understand that, says Skelodius.
I will not get angry. I will not get angry. I will not get angry.
It's not an insult. I'm praising your patience.
It is rather remarkable, Thorgrim.
There's a vein popping out of the side of his head now.
Everything he says is
trying to compliment him.
Oh, Hubert's not.
Stop being condescending. I'm not being condescending. Yes, you are.
What do you mean, Thorgrim? I am complimenting you. Roll con checks, both of you.
Hey, we're on a groove now.
Elevator group just sitting there with fans watching all of this.
Watching as
Real
almost
sculpture
bad.
today, isn't it?
watching as the two old men make it to finally halfway up, with Hubert sitting at 65%.
And Patterson?
Patterson probably already at the top.
Surprised he hasn't pulled a beastie yet.
Jumped off the side to start over.
Unfortunately, Patterson would more than likely run back down the stairs before he jumped.
Hiya, Patterson. Hello, Hiya, Patterson. Hiya, Patterson. He's running up and down
It
the
appears
stairs
my boy
quickly.
has the zoomies. Maybe somebody cloned Zardak's skeleton.
That
How
would
are
be
you-
something.
How are you two doing back there?
I think I'm finally
Please
getting
stop
my groove.
insulting us older gentlemen.
I'm not insulting you. I'm simply asking how you are doing.
I'm doing fine.
Also, I'm fairly certain I'm older than you, Skelodius.
What the hell?
Hubert just smiles to you.
The DM just peeked at my page, I believe.
Wait a minute.
What? No, I would never.
Wait a minute.
I literally saw the page because I had it open in front of me.
I would never.
Is Hubert older than Thorgrim?
Bullshit.
Let's see. How old is Thorgrim?
207.
Yes.
Oh shit.
Ye-
Look,
He isn't.
I'm for a dragonborn, I'm old. Okay.
Yeah.
Dragonborn only lived to be like 80. I'm already middle aged.
Well, no one told you to be middle-aged.
Okay.
Should have stayed a
you.
kid.
Roll con checks, both of you.
Yay,
Go to
contract.
Chuck E. Cheese
Oh
more
fuck.
often. Oh no.
Roar.
Thorgrim needs another rest, so he made it about. He's at 55%. Skelodius, you go up 20 more percent to 70, with Hubert being at 90.
Okay, now I know you're just messing with us.
What do you mean?
Don't make me come up there.
I assume you want to be. You're the one who took the stairs.
DM, I would like to rage.
Okay.
Just a big dragon roar from below. Which means I have advantage on this shit now.
Yep. Thorgrim, what about you?
I notice Scalodius rage, right?
Yes.
I will not be angry. I will not be angry. I will not be angry. I'm getting very angry. I'm getting very angry. I look rage.
Okay.
The barbarians have lost their patience.
Yep.
Oh, they made it farther than last time before getting angry.
Yep. Now angry old men are angry. So...
Grumpy old men. Grumpier old men.
Exactly.
The grumpiest old man.
You guys get to roll your con checks now.
Okay.
No, I was making a reference to the fucking pair of movies called Grumpy Old Men, and
No,
then the sequel, Grumpier Old Men.
I'm aware, yeah. Well, at least it worked for Scalodius.
So, you both begin to rage, and you sprint up the staircase, and by the time both of you make it up there, Hubert is standing quietly next to where the elevator will come up, drinking a glass of whiskey that Zardek has given him again.
Oh,
and
hell.
he smiles.
Why,
to
you little?
And he smiles to you both and goes, "Welcome."
Check shit posting. This is what Thorgrim is about to be doing. Hold me back. Hold me back, father.
As all of you are now at the top, and you currently see both Scalodius and Thorgrim giving Hubert death glares.
Fucking troll. I love it.
Why are
Meanwhile,
you
in
two giving death glares to
Scalodius'
Hubert?
head.
He calmly walked up the stairs.
It's
Patterson sprinted.
Hello.
It's very different situations.
How so?
Patterson
Nice,
does not
right?
have lungs.
Yet he can
It's
speak
dragon
and play
snort.
a instrument.
Or a
Still no
muscular
lungs.
structure.
But he gets air from somewhere.
Still no lungs. That does not change the statement. Tom.
Or a muscular structure, or internal organs of any kind, or any sort of tendons, ligaments.
Whoa.
Did you guys forget that he can eat and drink water now?
Did that change
No.
my statement?
No, but it changes his. I mean,
I
Patterson
haven't-
has organs.
Beastie will shake her head. No, he no have meaty. Except for tongue. He's still skeleton.
Wait, he has a what now?
She
We've been over this.
Yeah, she sticks out a tongue and points at it.
What? Because I don't think LV saw it.
Oh, you're the one asking that, not
Yes.
Thorgrim.
No, Thorgrim is well aware of the tentacle thing.
Yeah,
Thorgrim had found comfy chairs.
it's why I kind of just gave up and created the rule where if I'm not the one that gives it to him, he's not allowed to eat it.
Flop.
Don't try and open his mouth, though. You might kill all of us.
Patterson, can you please open your mouth for me?
Sure.
I'm sorry, everything cut out there for a second. What's going on?
Patterson, can you please open your mouth for me?
No.
Please?
No.
Patterson, as your not mother, please open your mouth.
No.
You really think I haven't tried that already?
She's doing like the motherly hands on hips thing. Patterson?
No. He will then cover his mouth with his hands. No.
Just leave it be, LV.
Tauntaun, your boy is very complicated. And
Yes, he is.
sit down.
Like father, like son.
Hey, I'm not a complicated being.
Yes, you are.
I'm very simple.
No, you are not.
How am I not simple?
It would take hours to explain.
I am by far the simplest person here.
Tauntaun, you constantly claim that you worshipped a clam daddy in the sky, and you also constantly remind us of you getting eaten and then reborn. You are not simple.
It's still a lot simpler than the rest of you who have to deal with political intrigue.
Says the noble.
Yeah, the noble without political intrigue. I'm not a very high-ranking noble.
I'm not even a noble.
By the way, my Lady Adelsarde, I do believe Thorgrim and Scalodius are upset with me.
Yes. Yes, they are.
I can't imagine why.
Adel just glares at him.
He will continue to sip his drink.
I can't imagine why. Edel Sardane knows full damn well.
What? Hubert, what did you say to them?
I said I did nothing but encourage them the entire time we were going up. Step by step. In plate mail.
You are a jerk.
Sips drink.
Anyway, Adel
You
will
knew
look-
exactly what you were doing.
Jor, can I just say, I fucking love Hubert. He's hilarious.
He's a jerk.
He's a troll.
He's a lovable jerk. And
I did nothing wrong. I just encouraged them, step by step, in plate mail. Finds a way to rub it in subtly.
Yep, ever so subtly. Thorgrim from his seat groans and shoots Hubert the finger.
To be fair, my lady, I could have raced both of them and beaten them hands down.
Okay,
Or
Hubert,
could you have
that's...
beaten Patterson?
Of course. If I
Oh, now that's something I want to see.
Alright, Hubert, that's enough out of you. Sorry.
What about you, Patterson? Do you want to race Hubert?
race.
Sounds like a yes to me.
Zardak is just watching you all. He actually seems amused.
So, do we have permission to leave and potentially bring the mob workers here?
He only wanted you to stay so I could talk to my boy, talk to my kid. You are free to go as you like.
Alright.
Such a Kratos way of him saying boy. Just
Boy.
boy.
I need to try to get into the habit of saying kid, because since Ophi dresses like a girl, he says kid instead. Yes.
I mean, Zardak kind of does carry Kratos vibes, though.
He really does. It is a shame that Ophi does not carry Atreus vibes.
Yeah.
And after a minute, Zardak will look to Ophi's door and go, Ophi, it's time for you to go.
Aww. But I was counting my things.
Yes, I know, but you like to go on adventures, and I think your friends are about to go on one.
Okay.
We are going to a fishing village. You like fishing.
No, we're
That
going
is-
to go back to
Oh yeah,
Aria.
we're gonna do the other thing, and then we can go to the fishing village.
Yes.
Correct.
But we are going to the fishing village.
Fishing village is on the list, but first things first.
The fishing village that catches mostly catfish that will let me train my attack skills against catfish so I can collect Paul and add him to the horde.
I'm practicing incentivization.
Alright. Adel will take out...
I'm counting my things. Meanwhile, Ophi's room is nothing but a giant aquarium with various fish.
But I'm
This
counting
fish is
my
thing one, this
things.
fish is thing two.
This is Paul, George, Gregory, Gerard,
You know, that just makes sense.
Montgomery.
What race is Ilfi again?
You want tea?
And you're not dragon? Huh.
No, but he
was,
came out of a dragon,
he was born from a dragon, so.
which is why he has dragon key.
Alright, well,
Yeah. He was born from the 8-headed thing in the basement.
we'll take out the dimensional gate and we'll activate it. Aiming to take them back to Solaria.
Okay, where are you putting it?
Tauntaun is just going to hope and pray that he doesn't anger the moon god again.
Actually, she'll put it outside.
At the top of the tower?
Yes.
Okay.
She's
So
not
you-
going all the way back down.
You toss the cube, and the cube falls all the way to the ground before activating.
What the fuck? There is an outside of the tower!
There isn't. There's no balcony. There's only
Yeah.
a staircase. I never
Just
said there was a
yeet.
balcony on the tower.
Thinks about it and then just.
Sorry.
The only thing on the outside of the tower is the spiral staircase upward. That's
Okay, she's not doing it outside then.
it. Okay.
Yeah, we don't
so
want to risk breaking it.
Where inside are you doing it? This is a very important question.
Here,
Specifically.
Give it.
where is she standing?
Okay, it can't be on the same point as you. So where?
To her right.
I think she was just using her body to mark the area.
Okay, so you toss the cube down, and with a few clinks, it activates, and a portal will open.
Tauntaun is currently going through all methods of praying.
Aims to go to Sol in Solaria. Data will gesture to them. Hop on through.
Who is Tauntaun praying to?
Just fucking whoever wants to listen, just don't let the moon be mad at me.
So, do you all go through?
Yeah,
Yes.
after
I
he
suppose
gets
so.
through all of the different methods of prayer he can think of. Including some salt over his shoulder.
It's for demons. For ghosts.
Technically, it's for Satan.
Well, I mean, it depends on.
Satan?
Satan! Salt!
So, you all walk through and reappear in the city of Sol.
Okay, so, guys, I know you're not gonna believe me, but we may have pissed off the moon again.
Moomgord.
Excuse me.
Moomgord.
So, remember how... You know what, actually, no, you weren't there for that. So, yesterday, in the city, I decided to go outside of the city to find a secluded spot where I could stretch, not be seen, and yada yada yada. And, the moon god came for a visit.
Okay.
They
Uh,
find
a
us
goddess-
interesting.
A goddess of the moon that was once a mortal beholder.
Because
So hold
we
on.
killed
Is
her
it the
statue.
moon god of this realm or
No.
the other realm?
Your realm. Or Scalodius is whatever the fuck the other place is called.
Okay, so Solodius' realm. Got it. That was Jubilee talking. 'Cause I don't imagine Lunaris doing that.
Okay. And?
And number one, we killed its statue. That thing that kept snapping necks.
Okay.
They didn't seem too happy about that. But they also didn't seem too unhappy about it either. However, they are very pissed that we can get away from their visual field. Also, they have what I can only assume is more than likely a very terrifying dragon.
Why do you assume that?
Because a man in a crystal went to the planet and the beast that was with it went elsewhere.
You mean the thing I told you about before, about the dragon corpse that's on the moon?
Yeah, it belongs to the moon god and they are using its power.
Is that why there haven't been any blood moons in the past few months?
No, the blood moons were after the dragon.
No, but remember, before we arrived there, blood moons happened every month. But then, a couple of months after we arrived, they stopped occurring. We hadn't seen one since.
That is a good point. I don't know about that one. I didn't ask that one.
Tauntaun, you remember that she said that the blood moons were happening while she was experimenting with the corpse.
Right. So, Edel, that's the reason they were monthly is she was experimenting.
Which means that she found a solution, or she found something interesting enough to stop experimenting.
No, she just finished figuring it out.
I mean,
I think the
And she's
interesting
not
thing
bound
she
by
found
all
was
the
us.
laws of the gods.
Us? What's so interesting about us?
Edel, remember that eyeball we saw in the sky before?
Ah, that was the moon goddess then.
Yes.
That still doesn't explain what is apparently...
She can turn off magic.
And some other power that it can't turn off is probably interesting to it. Points to you, Adel.
No, they find the entire party interesting because we can just leave the plane whenever.
That's it.
Well, I mean, it does piss her off that she can't keep an eye on us.
That's something that any caster can do once they reach a certain power level.
Yes, but also you decide to tell this to us after we leave and potentially anger her, instead of before?
Well, she didn't really want me to tell you guys just yet.
Oh, alright. Fair enough then. Well, it seems like
Plus,
we have
we're going
a
back pretty
potential-
quickly, so...
We have
Plus-
a potential adversary.
Plus,
But
she,
also, try
plus
not to split
Tauntaun,
from the group.
managed to had this confrontation apparently last night, so there hasn't been a lot of time to tell you.
Very well.
Heck, we
But
could
also-
if we pop back fast enough, maybe she wouldn't even notice.
Unlikely.
No, she keeps a very close eye on us.
You'd be watching
So
this right
what you're
now.
saying is, us moving away, we might have just put a target on Zardak's back.
Not Zardak. Us.
Well, yeah, probably not Zardak.
She's not the one doing the poofing.
Considering his house was where we just disappeared from.
If that were the case, then she would have done the same to the Solarian mobsters who are able to leave and come back and have been doing so quite frequently from what they said.
But again,
But
they weren't on
anyways.
her radar. We are.
The biggest issue is that she is not bound by the laws of the gods. At all.
So she's actually able to interact with the mortal realm.
Yeah, how do you think me and her had a conversation?
I'm not sure. You do tend to break the laws of physics.
Does that
And gods do have ways of interacting with us without, actually interacting, as it
No,
were.
she showed up, blinded me. Then she blinded me again when she left.
Well,
does the fact that she spoke to you have to do with the fact that she is a god that was ascended from a mortal being? Does that means that she goes by slightly different rules?
what kind of being?
No. Based on how she had spoken of it, it wasn't until the dragon corpse went to the moon that she figured out how to break the rules and no longer be bound by them. Because before that, she was same rules as all the other gods. Stuck in her dominion.
Adel, she was a beholder and then ascended into the godhood.
Well, that explains the anti-magic.
Indeed. She also
Yes.
had apparently multiple eyes. If Tauntaun explained that correctly?
As
Yes,
for
multiple eyes. 10 eyes.
as for breaking
11.
the rules from what we
No,
saw,
11.
and what we saw, chains are what physically stop the gods from interacting or doing anything. Dark Ether is something which corrupts and decays. She most likely just decayed those chains away.
DM.
Huh?
Using Skillo's religious knowledge, could he think of another incident or anything of the sort that might, of a god being able to break the rules of
You don't.
interaction?
You don't need to roll it. The only other way is if someone does a ritual, but that's not the gods in and of themselves doing it. It is an outside force doing it. However, it seems that with the story that you are being told here, the goddess of the moon has found a way to simply ignore this. The chains were not so much what restrained the gods. The chains, in instance of what Adel is referring to, is what pulled Draco back off of the planet. not necessarily what kept him away.
So
I
they're
mean,
more of a restriction than a barrier.
it's not a physical chain, Miss Adelsarte, but this is an unprecedented event. A god being able to figure out a way past the magical laws is quite... I wouldn't say upsetting, but quite unprecedented.
It's as dangerous as what it is. We don't know what she wants or what she is aiming to do. But for the time being, we have to do what we came here to do. When we get back to Crestfall, those answers will reveal themselves one way or another.
Gotta go. Jubilee. I'm gonna go see my mother about them setting up the new meeting.
Very well. Good luck.
Ophi's just gonna sigh. Do I have to be there for the meeting since now this involves technically my father?
Do you want to be?
At this point, no, Ophi, but thank you for your assistance.
I mean, it feels like I probably should be.
If you want to, that's fine, but you've been very helpful, Ophi. And just gives him a pat on the head, like genuinely.
I'll
Jubilee
be
is
there.
kind of fitting into a big sister role now, even though he already has a big sister.
Who you all left with, Senate?
And Ricky.
And Panther. Jubilee just then realized, oh god, I hope your siblings haven't destroyed my house.
Only one of them would have destroyed the house.
The biggest
That's the
problem
one
you
I'm
have
worried
to worry
about.
about is Panther and the curtains.
Oh, my mother is gonna hurt me.
Why? You didn't ruin the
Those
curtains.
curtains are
Panther did.
expensive. But I brought... Oh, those curtains are expensive.
You didn't ruin the curtains. Panther did.
He's the one who
Anyways.
brought Panther, technically.
And technically, the dealing with it should fall on his mother.
Beastie will look over. Huh?
Panther may have caused probably problems. You know how he is.
Panther will figure it out himself.
But you all eventually make it back to the building, and everything seems fine.
No fire marks?
No
No torn curtains?
No torn curtains, surprisingly.
No dead goblin corpse on the front lawn?
No.
Well, everything should be fine.
Because Sinclair was also here, so she probably kept him in line.
Let's see, Panther's dead body isn't out here. There's no fire marks. Windows look fine. The curtains that I can see look fine. You should be fine, Jubilee. Probably. Maybe like 45% sure on that one.
Alright, so, Jubilee, you go and you find Senate, who is currently in her office, and she looks up at you as you enter.
Hello, Mother.
Julie.
Seems like I need to do one more meeting, but I think I'm getting close to a resolution.
Then call it.
What's the best way to contact the drow leader?
Tell one of our informants to go and request a meeting.
Said the big boy.
Very well.
This is your fight, after all.
I thank you for at least being patient with me.
I've always been patient with you, Julie.
Just wish it didn't take me so long to see that.
As do I. Your outfit looks nice.
Thank you.
Is there anything else?
She'll bow. Is Dad doing well?
I would assume so. He went off to do, honestly, the gods know what within the city.
I see.
Whether that be whatever he does now during his retirement, or his part-time job, or simply helping old women cross the street, I honestly don't know what he does with his free time.
Well, I can tell you one thing he does. Think of you.
I am aware, she says with a slight smile.
Actually, we'll just get bow our head respectfully and head off to find an informant then.
Okay. I mean, it doesn't take you any time at all, but you know sending Garmin will probably get the job done.
Yeah. Garmin?
Yes.
I need to have one more meeting with the drow leader, and seems like you're the best man for the job.
Get the word out.
Make sure it's of the note of as soon as possible.
Of course. To the dining hall.
Yeah.
So, what shall we do while we wait?
I don't know.
Pinochle anyone?
Hey, where's Beastie?
Beastie. It's a good question.
I guess she went off on an adventure again. Or maybe she went
No,
off to
Beastie
visit
had the
Ricky.
drugs.
She went off to visit Ricky. Oh, there they are.
Yep, I'll just slap them all on the map as soon as I find them. Where is Beastie? There's Beastie. That's good enough. Hey, what hey? There she is.
Oh, she gonna go over and give Ricky a big ol' hug.
Ricky will blink a bit as she gets hugged, but will not resist.
Shorty,
Hello.
how's it feel being a mother?
I'm not a mother yet.
She looks around. Where egg?
It's in the nest.
Oh. How's it feel almost being mother?
She just slowly shrugs to this.
She then looks to Squib. Does he still have the javelin?
It is secured loosely on his back, but yes.
Beastie will nod, approving of this. She'll then look to Panther and Sinclair. Oh, there they are.
Sinclair is standing, arms crossed, staring at Panther, and Panther is looking at Sinclair as if trying to figure out how to escape her.
Hello.
I just realized there's an image of a person in the bottom right corner.
Yeah, I think it's the artist of the map.
It is.
Like, when you're zoomed all the way out, it looks like an actual picture of a person, but then you zoom in and it's like, oh, this is artistically drawn. Which just goes to show that this fucking artist is amazing.
Well, Beastie will go over and rest our hands on Panther on Sinclair's shoulders.
They will both look to you.
How are you?
Am fine.
She looks to Panther.
Want ripped curtains.
Then rip curtains.
Can't.
Why?
He won't let me.
She looks at Sinclair. Sinclair,
Yes.
why aren't you letting your brother rip the curtains?
They are expensive.
She looks at Panther. Can you pay for the curtains?
No.
Talk to Dwarf. He has money.
Panther looks over at Thorgrim and is slowly trying to figure out what to do, but Thorgrim's not here, so. Matt is currently burbed.
Alas. But you protect Ricky?
Yes.
Good. And she pats him on the head.
And after a bit of time, the door will open, and in walks the peoples. Barag and his crew.
Ugh.
Julie.
I have someone who was very interested in meeting you in that other area and has lots of work for you.
You held up your end of the bargain, so I guess I'll hold up mine and go talk to him, see if he's worth my time.
Trust me, he is a force to be reckoned with, but a very, very reasonable man.
Then by all means, lead the way.
Adel, if you would, please.
Alright. And Adel will prepare the dimensional gate. Let me pause. Actually, one moment. And she'll go over Ricky and Squib. Unfortunately, you two will need to stay here. At least for a while longer. That
Ricky
okay with you?
blinks. Ricky blinks and tilts her head and goes, I guess. If we're allowed to.
She looks at Jubilee.
Jubilee will just nod.
That's a yes. Alright. She'll then head over here, and we'll drop the dimensional gate.
Okay.
Aiming for the top of Zardak's tower.
Alright. So as you activate the gate, or go to activate the cube, you notice that there's a 1 on it, and you know that you only get 1 more use out of the cube for today. If you continue.
No, that's fine. We gotta do stuff in Crestfall anyway.
Alright, so you activate the gate, and it appears.
Alright. So I guess you're for everyone to hop in. Oh, well, I guess before doing so, she will contact Obitus and ask him to protect Ricky.
You contact Obi. What's a Riki?
It's the cute kobold that's with us all the time.
Ah.
You never heard us say her name?
Huh? I don't know. But sure. Do I need to bring her to my house?
I don't know. She gave birth recently and gods took notice. So, maybe?
Oh, that's what that was about.
Yeah.
So Riki interrupted my dinner. Yeah, sure, whatever.
What?
Alright. Thanks, Obitus.
I'm sorry, what?
Thanks, Obitus?
Sorry, what? That last word? What's it supposed to be?
Thanks, Dad.
Oh, you're welcome.
It's going to take me a while to get used to that.
Now do you go through the gate?
Yep.
Poof.
As Brock enters, he slowly looks around and then looks to Zardak, looks him over briefly, and will hold up his cigarette and the extender on it and go, "Can I smoke in here? By all means." And then Zardak will motion him to sit. And Zardak will look to you all and go, "Privacy, if you would be so kind."
Okie
Hell not. And
We
head
will
towards the elevator.
Remember,
Same.
only five people can take the elevator at a time.
Patterson, race the others down the stairs.
I am Patterson!
Beastie just, as soon as she hears this, she just activates her tattoos and hops over the side.
Fuck it, I'm doing it again.
Yep, same.
No, I was talking about grinding the rail again.
Well,
Roll.
I'm doing the same, or I'm gonna do the Hubert jump over the railing.
He
Alright.
cannot be stopped.
Hubert is just going to calmly walk down the stairs. He was not challenged to the race.
That's fine.
As you
I
all
wasn't racing, I just didn't want to walk.
as
It's
you
more
will
for
all
ease of convenience.
You will all eventually make it to the bottom of the tower. Thorgrim, due to your slow fall, you do actually fall slower than Beastie. Beastie, you faceplant into the pavement.
She'll promptly snap to her feet and raise her hands in victory. Yeah!
Hi, Beastie. The guards at the bottom say to you in exasperation.
Hello!
It's like, this is not...
Them. I guess they're going to be here a while. We're gonna have to fix the floor a lot again.
Everyone looking at the at the staircase from the outside just sees a Dragonborn priest sliding down. Like,
Dragonborn,
on his feet.
a Dragonborn priest skating down, a four-armed skeleton sprinting, just absolute mad lad down the staircase, a dwarf and a goblin yeeting themselves over the banister.
Huh, is it Tuesday already?
But eventually you will all group back up.
Beastie.
Can Ophi try and go down the rail too?
With an acrobatics trick.
Okay, let me open the Ophi sheet. I haven't had to open it all session yet.
You really should be doing that.
25.
Yeah, you have no problems doing this. You're wearing the shoes Zardak had made special for you that allow you to grind on things.
Beastie.
Does it create sparks?
Sure.
Yes. Grind sparks.
Beastie will look to the exasperated guard. Horse,
Yes.
give me.
We don't have horses here, ma'am. You will have to go to a stable.
She looks at the others.
Hubert can summon a thing that can pull a cart that I can summon. We really don't need to get anything.
Can that cart hold everybody?
Should be able to.
Kind of wish I had the stagecoach.
I do miss that stagecoach.
It's been a lot.
Unfortunately, we haven't gone back home yet because, well, there's been no need to. Although, if we're gonna be here, we should really get the other guys.
Did we not leave them in Haven?
We did.
I don't think we could get them here easily.
We can't.
No, not right now.
The dimensional gate only works a certain amount of times a day. It's recharging.
And that's fair. We can spend some time in. Now that the time limits are kind of not there anymore.
Well, that is true. The faster
the current situation.
The faster we get this done, the better Zardak will appreciate it.
Of course. I just feel a lot more relieved now, Jubilee says, like, looking like a lot of weight is off her shoulder right now.
And I'll get to beat up catfish.
World map.
Ah, expansion.
World.
I'm assuming it's just this tiny village over here.
Yes.
World.
Well,
4 squares.
Hubert, summon this thing as needed.
Hubert will do so. Which, as said, it is a spooter.
Tauntaun shall begin summoning the cart and attaching it to the spoder.
Oh yeah, Ale will check on Birdie real quick, making sure she didn't forget him.
He waves to you.
She waves
With my
back.
1 free spell.
Shit, did I leave him with that other spider?
I mean,
Checks pocket, Birdie.
you would do something like that, though. Do not lie to me.
I mean, I'm the one who made Squib fall off the boat, and since none of you questioned where Squib was, since he wasn't on the map, I just made.
Yeah, and since then,
One of us did eventually take notice. I'm like, wait a minute.
Yeah, one of you took notice, like, after you had already left the area.
Yeah,
Which was
getting
fine.
off the boat.
Or all the
wait
times
a
where
minute.
Patterson goes missing.
I got there eventually. I'm like, wait a minute.
So, let's see.
Hold up.
Let's see.
Whee!
Adelsar Day was in charge last time, so who wants to lead this group?
Ophi!
Sure, why not? As soon as I get his token.
Ophi knows fishing villages.
Roll one survival, gets everyone locked. Hold the Charlie.
Ophi knows fishing villages. Rolls 1, goes other way.
Alright, Ophi.
Survival?
But yes, but you have a map, so you'll have advantage.
Oh, thank God.
That's good. 20.
Alright.
You want to throw a diss on there?
Move a square. Move a square. Any square.
Preferably towards the village.
You don't have to. I said any square.
That's why I said that's why I'm specifying preferably.
Hold on. I'm also having to prep other maps, so I don't know where you moved yet.
I
One
moved
space
to the right.
Alright, so if you move to the right, thanks to you all having a cart, you guys get another survival to see if you can travel a little further.
Oh, that's Tauntaun. Tauntaun's not very good at the survival.
Uh-oh.
I got a 10.
A 10 is still good enough, thanks to the map, for you to move another square. Let's see. To get the party tokens.
Evento time?
As it's slowly becoming evening, you all pull up into a clearing that is lush with greenery, and various forest animals scurry away from you as you approach, given the fact that, well, they're wild animals and they don't very much like people.
Adel is going to step out of the carriage and take a look around.
Okay.
What's a peaceful looking area?
Elvie will also step out of said carriage, take a look around.
Okay.
Beastie is going to try and climb up here.
Give me just a second. I'm still prepping stuff.
He's just getting out and stretching.
All right. All right. So Beastie, you clamber up there. Is there anything else you're actually doing, or are you just going up there?
She got the high ground so she could take a better look around.
But are you looking for anything, or are you just up there?
Yeah, she's looking for any people to fight, or any people that want to fight her.
Okay, in that case, roll a perception.
She's also looking for deer.
There. There
You
a
do not.
creek nearby? There's no
There
creek
is-
on the map.
There is no creek nearby here.
Damn, Ophi can't fish and feed everyone.
But Beastie, you do not see any deer, but you hear a crunching sound coming from the tree line ahead. Sounds like the breaking of sticks.
Beastie will look down to the others. There's something breaking sticks over there.
Patterson,
How dare they?
investigate.
Also, Beastie's gonna pick up a rock. Moment she spots something, she gonna throw that shit. Throw it.
She's a Patterson blur.
Here's hoping we don't hear a honk in the moment.
Okay.
Nah, instead all you hear is doot.
Okay, so anyone else want to do anything?
I feel like I got a stare from a DM.
Thorgrim is going to climb the nearest tree and is going to take a scan about.
Okay, roll a perception.
Perceptoroni.
Okay, so you follow your vision, the direction that Patterson went, and just barely through the tree line, you see a humanoid figure on his hands and knees picking up the loose sticks from the ground, and he's actually taking bites out of the stick, and the snapping noise is him biting the stick in twain, and then he chews the piece of the stick, and it looks like he is actively eating it. He is also grabbing handfuls of grass and shoving it into his mouth. He's grabbing leaves. He seems to be eating anything and everything he can get his hands on.
Okay.
That's one way to get your fiber.
Yeah.
He's gonna shit his drawers.
Yeah. Thorgrim is gonna slide down the tree, hop off, and then go to the group and say, you're not gonna believe this, but there's a man in the tree line where Patterson is heading, and he's eating sticks and dirt and grass. Like, actively chewing and swallowing.
Beastie
Not the
will
weirdest
hop
thing.
down. So she like Princess and Elf.
I eat vegetables, not foliage.
Grass is vegetable.
No, it's really not, Beastie. Grass is closer to a weed.
Wheat is vegetable.
No?
Some, I suppose.
She nods and rests her
Although
hands on her
technically
hips.
potatoes are moss.
Well, Adel says, I will ignore that comment against vegetarianism, and let's go see what this guy is up to.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
I'm
I don't know,
worried
I'm on
for
an
his
omnivorous
dietary
diet.
habits.
I thought you were on a seafood diet.
No, that's the kid.
On a seafood and eat it diet.
Knowing you, Tauntaun, I didn't take you one for without meat.
Well, don't get me wrong, it's a staple for any dish I have. But there's plenty of things that are shaped like dick that I can eat in various other branches of the food tree.
Ada will stop and just, like, visibly forces herself not to give Tauntaun a death glare. And will
Yeah.
look to the man that has eaten the floor.
You look to him, and much like Thorgrim said, he has a stick in his right hand, and he's taking a bite off of the stick. And after he takes the bite off the stick, he shovels grass into his mouth, and he looks like a man who is starving and desperate to eat.
Well, she is going to ranged cast remove curse on him.
Okay. You find it does nothing.
Elvie will approach the man and will reach into her bag of food, like her bag of trail rations, and offer him a couple of edible mushrooms instead. You may find these tastier, friend.
And he looks to you, seeming to understand you, but he just gives vocalized grunts. But as soon as he notices you're holding out what looks like food, he grabs it, shovels it into his mouth, and as soon as he's done with that, he goes back to eating sticks and grass.
Well, this explains why foliage has been going missing, as well as people.
May I make a medicine and or arcana check to determine if he is under some sort of malady?
Roll medicine.
Medicine.
Tauntaun's doing the detect thought.
Unfortunately, LV, this is beyond you. You're not sure what is ailing him as he crawls across the ground to move to a fresher batch of grass and begins eating, and Tauntaun, the only thought you get from him is hungry, hungry, need to eat, hungry.
Is he the effects of a spell?
You'd have to either roll Arcana or cast Identify.
May I roll arcana?
Sure.
Or detect magic.
It'll roll Arcana as well.
Yay!
Damn.
Hey, we both rolled the same number!
As far as you two are aware, he is not under the effects of magic. You too, Tauntaun.
Unfortunate. Just slaps out with a fucking 28.
And as he eats, all of a sudden, he doubles over and begins giving a pained grunt. And you all watch as his muscles look like they're beginning to get bigger.
Ada will take a step back.
Thorgrim wants to... The doctor in him rushes over, causes him to rush over, and apply with a key point healing hand.
Also, Tauntaun, you should be at full health.
Yes, because you heal. You
Oh,
rested.
We had a long rest.
Yes.
Alright. So,
Patterson was just very heavy.
you place your hand on him and you use Healing Hand, but he doesn't seem to have any injuries or is under the effect of any type of disease.
Oh.
As you rest your hand on him, you feel the skin on his arm, and suddenly his arm is covered by a thick layer of hair.
Oh.
As his body begins to grow slowly, and expand as his muscles grow. You see his fingernails growing into claws, as his teeth also extend into fangs, and you hear a pained grunt as the man before you
turns into a werewolf. Yeah.
not a werewolf,
A wergorilla.
A were something.
as he's crouched over turning into a large creature as it stands on its back legs and roars to the sky as its transformation finishes.
Okay. Arcana check. What is it?
It's not magic.
Oh,
How on earth is
Lycanthropy.
is
What?
it a nature check then?
Sure. Let's go with nature.
Nature. Ah, pussy.
You don't know what's going on here.
Well, other than some sort of transformation. that much is obvious. LV is going to immediately pop one of her starlight steps and is
Okay.
gonna poof this away. Just keep your distance.
Let's see. Now in its transformed state. Tauntaun.
Yes.
Does a 16 hit you?
Ah, shit. I don't know. Let me see.
I would assume so.
No, actually, his AC is 18.
Oh shit.
Alright.
I have decent AC.
So, as you're standing next to the beast, you assume in its transformation rage, it suddenly looks at you and swings a claw down at you, slashing across your armor, but not managing to hit you, surprisingly. Or slashing.
I'm just gonna look down at his chest
Okay.
and just be like, well, this is a first.
And Thorgrim. I already know the answer to this, but does a 13 hit you?
It does not.
Alright. All of a sudden it lunges at you, rearing its jaws open to bite at you, but you move up your warhammer and manage to lodge it in its mouth, preventing it from being able to bite you.
No,
Alright.
no.
Beastie is going to
Subdue.
activate her sword, make it much bigger. Then she's going to try and smack him with it.
Dunk.
That'll hit.
And
It is still standing.
alright. And she's doing this non-lethal way, by the way. So she's going to try and smack him again.
Okay.
Like, go to sleep, go to sleep, go to sleep.
That'll hit.
Go to sleep, go to sleep, go to sleep.
Alright. So as you hit it the second time, you all watch as its eyes suddenly go blood red as it roars, seeming to enter a berserk state.
Oh boy. I think I woke it up instead.
Patterson, knock him out.
Oh boy, a nat 20.
Oh, damn.
Oh,
Wait,
goody.
is that Patterson or...
No, it's the big monster who just decided to chomp on Thorgrim.
Yeah, that tracks.
As Thorgrim, you will take 13 damage.
Ow.
I need a con save.
Con save? Poison?
Yes.
And to become lycanthropy again.
Yeah, wait. Can I double? Can I be a double lichen?
This is not lycanthropy.
Okay.
This is probably some
Oh,
kind of
never
Yeti.
mind.
Well, whatever it is, I know.
Tie.
I should know what it is now.
You just barely pass.
With an
With
8?
an 8?
Yes, that's its DC.
Weird.
The DC is
This is supposed to be a
literally
low-level creature.
Alright.
as it will bite into you, but you are grappled and restrained now. As you are lodged firmly in its jaws, and as it is thrashing you back and forth.
I'm imagining. I'm imagining he's just looking at his wrist and the thing grabbing onto his arm, and he's just going, "Stop it, stop off."
Scalodius, you got right Needle's way. Well, she'll go first.
Tauntaun,
Yes.
21 to hit.
Hold on. I got a math. What is... 18, 19,
What is?
20, 21, 22, 23. Shield.
All right, so
It's finally useful!
you get shield as the claw hits the shield, and all of you notice that the wounds Beastie has inflicted are slowly beginning to heal over, as it seems to have regenerative properties.
Alright, Ale is going to non-lethally cast Scorching Ray at level 5, so that will be 3, 4, 5,
Oh, he's punching it with the
6.
silver.
Jesus Christ!
So,
Gonna
that
non-lethally
is
cast Immolate.
1, 2, 3,
Okay, I'm gonna stop you
4.
there, because you don't need to do all of them.
25, 30, 20, 23. I think it's dead.
Non-lethally cast Incinerate.
I'm gonna non-lethally cast Disintegrate.
I'm going to non-lethally reduce it to ash.
Non-lethal ash. Alright. Ale,
It's fine, he'll walk it off. I did it non-lethally, motherfucker, you disintegrated it.
Ale will shake her hands to get the fur off, and we'll just walk back with her hands folded behind her back.
I'm gonna
There's
pry
no-
this thing's jaws off of my arm.
There's no kill like overkill.
I wasn't killing it, though.
Yes, but you
Opie
still
just
went,
looks down at it, and then at his silver knuckles, just like, I was gonna punch it!
you still went overboard.
It is a gigantic creature that was attacking my friends. You think that I was not going to attempt to put it down as efficiently as possible?
Correct. It was a waste of a 5th level spell slot.
And now what? Was I supposed to give it more opportunities to attack us?
It was clearly weak. You could barely harm Thorgrim.
I'm not taking any chances.
Edel, it couldn't even harm me!
Right, so what if it was, I don't know, the puppeteer, or Rashi, or I don't know, maybe the moon goddess playing a trick on us again? I am not taking chances.
Edel, the general way that I decide the threat of something that is attacking our group is if it can hurt me or not. If it can hurt me, chances are it's able to hurt all of you.
I am not
If
apologizing.
it's unable to hurt me, then it's just weak as fuck.
I'm not apologizing for taking this thing seriously. Anyway,
Regardless, what the fuck was it? It looks like a were something, but
Tauntaun's gonna open the Book of Monsters and see if there's anything in there that's similar.
There is nothing in the monster manual that is similar to this creature.
Well, all of my guesses are gone through.
Has anyone done a magic assessment yet?
I
We
attempted
tried.
to, but we have not gleaned any information.
and detect magic
I
won't
don't
do
think mine
much. We already are. Most of us are carrying magical items already. It would trigger the spell.
Alright, so Tauntaun, as you cast Identify, you do determine that it is a curse. However, whenever Adel attempted to use Remove Curse, he was so far gone into the curse that it was irreversible.
Huh.
Okay, so it is a curse, but he too far gone.
So we can't help him. And it's
No, we
not
cannot.
magical?
It is magical. The issue was that this is more of a disease than it is magically inclined.
If that's the case, well, let's see. No,
What, you gonna
that.
dispel magic?
No,
Cure disease?
I don't have the thing that. Oh yeah, I do. That's a restoration. Let's see if that does anything.
It's too far gone. It will not work.
Well, shit. Ah well.
There seems to be a time limit as to when you can apply a cure, quote unquote, to this.
So in other words, he's been living with this for so long that it's basically baked into his DNA now.
Kind of.
We can't ask Zardak how long this thing has been going on for.
What do you mean? We totally can.
He's busy right now, isn't he?
We just have to call him. Opie's gonna start calling his dad.
You get no answer because he is busy.
He's in the middle of that meeting.
And you all begin hearing cracking sounds.
We hear what sound?
Wedding sounds?
Cracking. as if trees and twigs and branches are being broken by something moving through the trees.
Where at?
This thing.
It'll look over towards the noise.
It's that way.
He's that way.
We should
I will look
probably
that way.
leave.
And as you all look that way, with a final, you see a clawed hand reach above the tree line, gripping the tree at the top, and with a cracking sound, pushes the tree to the ground.
It's a bigger one. Yep, that's what I thought.
Yep, we should go.
As this one enters, sniffing the air, holding another tree in its left claw, you see bark hanging off of its teeth as if it has been eating the tree. As it sniffs the air and slowly looks to all of you.
BC is gonna activate her tattoo.
I'm really hoping it's an herbivore.
It's not.
No,
Alright.
it likely isn't. Considering this one's only thought was hungry, I think it's whatever fits in the mouth.
Oh, it's more than 30 feet away. Damn it. Alright. Okay. Oh, I can use this attack on... Okay. So, while raged, Beastie will take her sword and is going to charge at it.
We're going to need initiatives if you're starting combat.
It would appear that the answer there is yes.
She see big thing. She won't fight big thing.
The rest of us want to
here we
get out
go.
of here.
Oh shit, here we go again.
If you enjoyed the video, like, comment, and subscribe. Hope you stick around to see more of what I make. Be seeing ya.